Well, tell Daddy he has to come
timed out.
upstairs.
Oh dear.
Wasn't me.
Go get him. Go get Daddy. Tell him come upstairs. Yep, go get him. Tell him
My
Mommy
dad
says
is
come
apparently
upstairs.
in trouble for purchasing this fan. I think it's cute. What is this? Test, sound, test.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, it had cut off for a second.
So as soon as Fitz reconnects, we'll go ahead and do the recap.
Are we live?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
oops.
Hello, everyone.
I said I was pushing the button.
You did?
Well, everybody was talking, and I was telling my kid to go get my husband, and
We are not very good at this.
Mm.
Hang on.
it's okay.
Water, your hair is so cute.
Mm. I just retrimmed it. It looked pretty crap because the side shave had grown out quite a bit.
My kid got his hair cut today. He screamed a lot.
I'm starting to look like the oldest child from Malcolm in the Middle.
I haven't cut my hair since before this began.
Yeah, I haven't like cut the length.
He
it
hadn't had
needs
one
to be
either. It
cut.
was long.
I
Yeah.
have like a mane going now.
My
Mm.
ends are getting real yucky.
I'm debating growing it out again so I can donate it again.
As Fitz reconnects, there is a loud clatter of something hitting something else, and I hope that
What
wasn't
else
him
did you
on his computer.
expect?
I think
Um,
you just dropped a fender.
No, I actually, so I was doing great until Echo joined up, and then my Wi-Fi decided to freak out. So I walked back upstairs to check on my hotspot, and my wife was making gin and tonic, so she dropped ice on the floor.
Oh no!
It's okay, but that's what you heard.
Okay.
Congratulations on being able to call her your
Holy
wife
cow.
now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
My
Thank
kid
you
was
very much.
successful.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot.
A successful persuasion
Good
check.
job,
Well
buddy.
done.
Thank you. I love the fight the gazebo thing. That was great.
That was
You must
pretty.
face the gazebo alone.
That was perfect.
It was gorgeous. The pictures
Dread
were absolutely.
gazebo.
That was just that's our sneak peek from the photographers. So I will send you guys more stuff as I get it. If you're interested, if not, then I'll stop doing it.
You can share.
Okay.
Just don't paste like 50 in a row.
Oh, you got it. I'll do like 48, 49, whatever it is.
That's reasonable.
I'll
Yeah,
make sure
that's
I
fine.
tag you
She,
every line.
she draws the line.
All right.
50.
Do add everyone so everybody feels included.
Oh,
So anyway, let's go ahead and get today's session going because we are like an hour
Hopefully
late,
late.
which is my fault.
I'm gonna say we. No, I'm kidding.
It's okay, buddy. You weren't feeling well.
Let's do it.
All right,
What is this
Witters, you got that
suffering?
stream going?
Yeah, it's been going.
It's been going
I've
the whole
confirmed that
time.
we're live 3 times now.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, you even like acknowledged.
You
me
literally
saying it.
asked, "Oh, are we live?" And I said yes.
Yeah.
But
And
then
you
I
said,
looked
"Hey,
at my stream
everybody,
page and it
we're not
said
good
it
at
was
this."
offline for 1 minute. So I was
Oh,
like, okay, I
unless
should
it,
turn
like-
it back off.
Wait, no, I didn't turn it back off.
Well, it's on now, so it's been on for 3 minutes. So my
the
doesn't matter.
whole Twitch audience knows about my personal life now. Oh my god.
Oh.
Yep, Fitz got married.
Yeah, all 4
Eh.
people. Yay.
Let's go ahead and
4
there's
people.
two-
And
there's two
Fitz
people
drinks
watching
gin and
right now.
tonics.
I do.
I wish I
Can't
could have a
stop
gin and
it.
tonic, but I'm allergic to lime, so I cannot.
Just lime?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Just lime.
Huh.
You can
Interesting.
also just have gin and tonic without lime.
When I've
Every
done
time
it,
you
I've
say
put
gin
lemon
and
in it.
tonic, I'm not gonna lie, it almost sounds like genitalia, and that's where my brain is going.
I
What
do
the
have
hell?
genitalia.
Also, still allergic to lime.
Yes.
Anyway.
I don't want to put any lime in that.
Where the
Yeah.
frick is this going? Please stop.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sorry, it just had to be said.
And just to return to the previous conversation, we are still live on Twitch.
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
To the 4
TOS.
listeners,
TOS.
They're fine.
Oh, they probably left.
Oh,
Oh, now we're up to 5. That's strange.
oh man,
Okay.
that's
Oh,
almost
Is
worse.
that just us?
It's probably
probably
just
just
all us.
Yeah, I'm not watching, but
I'm not watching. Yeah.
So
No,
let's go ahead
I'm
and
not
recap
watching.
everything that happened over the last week because there were some things that happened off camera. And
Not
then
it.
I got
you
married.
do have to address what you did off camera.
I do.
Yes, you do.
Well, someone does.
I figured somebody else would cover it.
Someone does. Anyway, let's go ahead and get a recap
Fitz is
going.
good at it.
I got married. That's what I got.
You did.
Oh right, he was busy. Beth, I choose Beth.
I know what I did off camera.
Well, that's fine. And also the stuff that happened, the previous week.
All right, I'll do
Right.
it. Fine. But if my voice runs out, it's on you guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, it's
That's
the
fair.
horror.
I accept
We
this
were at
proviso.
the Maryguard. We were at the Maryguard Academy. Hella High grabbed us all to have a meeting to talk about her mom because she's all worried, and it turns out he's all tied into golem crafting and stuff that Delia was possibly doing. And then Fitzroy talked about some conversations he had with Tabernac about Shadowkin, and we started putting it together that there were specters that were chasing us, and they were specters, and that's why I could turn them. And Fitz basically said, I think they're following us specifically. And so we had a lot of back and forth conversation about all of this, and there was something about a corpse cadaver collector. Sorry, my throat is killing me. A specter is a soul that's kept its home plane. Oh, okay. So we learned
If you want
that
to just hit
specters.
your thing, somebody else can do the rest. That
Yeah.
save
Well,
your
then
voice.
you guys do the rest, and I'll do mine at the end because it comes after
Sounds
this part.
good.
Sorry, my
Yeah,
throat is
No,
dying
it's
fast.
okay. Just I'm getting Scabbard open.
I'm spending
All
more
right.
time
I
concentrating on
found
my
a
voice.
hamster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right, Diggy.
Lots
Diggy, the
happens.
hamster of improbability. I made him a small leather armor set. The second wyvern hatched. Don't know if we named that one.
We have
Name
not,
is
as far as I know.
Onyx.
Onyx.
Oh.
Onyx.
You talked to the druid instructor. We talked to the paladin instructor.
Found out the druid is a massive stony baloney.
Right, and more important than anything else, we found out that Kith was marked by the evil church of the Black Key or something to that extent. Because we got a chance to talk to Zane, he cast True Sight. We could see that Kith had been marked. When she got the curse removed, which was marking her, the pearl in her pocket was destroyed. That was given to her after her sister was kidnapped. Fitz at least thinks that that's the anchor. Once that thing
No,
gets brought to
that's
light.
not accurate. Sorry,
Okay.
that's not accurate.
All
The
right,
pearl.
I will.
The pearl was something she got recently when we were in Priscillis. It hasn't been on her the whole time.
Got it. Well, then finish it off, Chief.
No, keep going. You're doing great.
I don't know what
Well,
else happened.
real-
That
real
was most of
quick,
it, right?
One addendum, one amendment to that page. The pearl was not your sister's.
You told me it was an earring.
It is.
I thought it was her earring.
It is not.
Ooh. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Or if it is, it's one you never saw her ever wear or own or purchase or get.
So it's like a completely random pearl.
Yeah,
I thought Duzon gave it to her after someone was kidnapped.
he did.
Maybe I'm getting that wrong. Okay.
No. He did.
Okay.
Okay. That was my misunderstanding. I mean, obviously, but
What
okay.
else?
So the earring was given to me at our recent stop in Priscillis, and it goes back to the night, or they found it at the. They found it that day. The guards had found it, and he just gave it to me. They had been keeping it in evidence until recently.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Anyway, so it's probably not the anchor.
We do know at the start of the same time curse was removed, though, right?
Yeah, it did
Yes,
break at
it
the
broke
same
with
time.
the
So
time that
I just want to make sure I got that part
maybe
right.
the earring is connected to the person that did the curse.
I don't think there's any reason the anchor had to be on you for the purpose of the curse, right?
I don't
Like
know.
it could have been planted on you later.
Right.
Suzanne had told me to do divine searching, but I haven't had
But
the
it wasn't.
chance.
So it was an earring that Duzan gave her from the day that her sister.
He said
disappeared.
that the earring was something the guards had found from that day long ago, and he said they had been keeping it in evidence until recently and suggested that I follow up with divine searching on possibly learning more.
But Kith never actually saw her sister wearing the earring. It was just an earring.
Yeah,
was
that
found.
was my
Okay.
misunderstanding.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We miss anything? Vesper kicked her instructor's ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He-
Well, I mean,
he-
they kicked each other's asses, but Vester came out ahead.
Right. Yeah.
He was also about to fall over. Like.
But he did live.
By one save.
Oh,
Barely.
and Telehai and Fitz went and roamed through the Artificer's library and just kind of certified the connection between corpse cadavers and specters. Oh, and then obviously the biggest thing that happened out of all was we found out that Telehai's future father-in-law, be it a marriage of political sense or not, is undeniably linked to the Cult of Dragons. He
He's
is
a worm speaker.
worm
whatever
speaker.
The fuck that is.
Or no, is it he's the Cult of Dragons or he's the Prismatic Trio or whatever?
Cult of Dragons.
Okay.
Cult
yeah,
of the
all right,
Dragon, worm speaker.
Got it. How we do? Echo, what are we missing?
Zane said he is a worm speaker of the Cult of Dragons.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, of the actual general session, that's, I think, everything. Unless I can't remember something.
Telehai, in the week, the next day, she went and talked to Aretha again and got a little bit more information about cultists of Tiamat.
Oh,
And-
Zane had told us that he's worried they're trying to summon an avatar of Tiamat.
Oh, right, that too. Oh, they
Right.
stole a Drakthorn. Right.
Right, because the thing that they
That
stole
happened.
during the chaos of the fall festival was the Drakthorn, which
That's gotta
turns
be the
out
troll
was
people.
for summoning an avatar of Tiamat, which sounds terrifying. And Telehai talked to Aretha about that stuff and about her potential future as a champion, which is she's very awkward about, and Aretha told her to be confident, so we'll see how that goes. And I know Kith, what did you do?
I went to talk to Treat
You
again.
talked to Treat.
I was asking him about vampires. And Kith was very upset about how
Nice.
she felt powerless to go up against these vampires everywhere that are apparently in cahoots with all these different city embassies, and they have embassies and stuff. And Treat suggested that it is not hers to do this alone, and maybe she could spend her time recruiting people to worship Kellamvor, and that might be a better direction. And she loved that idea and was feeling better.
And I mean, this is out of character knowledge, but Fitz and Sleepy had Fitz and Narrow had an interesting conversation about his potential future as a minion in Fitz's automaton army or whatever.
I don't believe that's quite what it was.
That's how I remember it. Maybe I'm getting that wrong.
Of course.
Today we learned Fitzroy is actually an evil genius. He's the BBEG all along.
Are we allowed to make light of past history in the recap?
I don't
seems fine,
care.
right?
That's fine.
Alright.
Okay. I think that's everything. So, there was a couple things that also wanted to happen off camera, which we can address later on. At this point, the decision we need to make is when are you guys going to Kota?
Ao?
Yeah, Kota City and Kale. Where are you guys going?
Oh no.
Whenever
we
Telehai's
probably
ready.
want to go sooner than later, just so that we have time to do things. But if there's stuff that people want to do before we leave, we should get it done.
I have my wyvern sitter all set up. I'm good. I can
But
go
in terms
when
of-
we need to go.
In terms of stuff we want to do, is it like I want to chat and hang out in the library, or is it I want to go chase down Magistelia and kick his ass?
I mean, I
That's-
think that
that's
we
the
don't have
scale.
time to go chase down Magistelius and kick his ass before we have to go to KO.
Yeah, probably
Like,
not quite.
Then I'd say
I
sooner
just
rather
mean,
than later.
What do we need to do to prepare for doing this? Because I don't think that we're gonna be able to handle an entire other thing in between now and when this needs to get handled.
I think
Sure.
we should just do Telehai's thing first and worry about
Yeah.
the rest after.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds good.
I mean, because we actually have I mean, not to like push myself in the front of the spotlight or anything, but we have an actual time limit on this thing, so.
And
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about the specters for a little while.
Yeah,
so-
as far as we know if they
As
were
we
really
know, yeah.
tracking us through Kith, they're not anymore. So we might have a little
Yeah,
bit of
now we just have to worry about whoever's involved in, showing up. but,
yeah.
Whatever.
All I would really like to do is have that off-screen conversation with the Artificer boss, but I think that's like a day thing. So let's roll.
All right. So, in that case, if there's any more downtime things you guys want to do, declare it now or forever hold your peace.
I want to teach that hamster to jump through hoops.
I do want to burn some incense and pray to Bahamut before we go.
Okay. That is a thing that we should probably handle on camera.
Okay.
All right. So, where are you doing this?
I believe that Treat has little shrines in the cleric area, right?
He has many of them, yes.
Does he have a little Bahamut shrine?
He does.
I mean, I don't know if Telehai knows that, but she knows that there are shrines there, so she would probably go and check there first.
Okay. So you go to Treat's cleric instructor room. He is there yelling at his recruits again because they suck.
Poor Treat.
You see along the back wall there are a number of shrines in a bit of a half arch of all sorts of religions. Roll me a religion check
Sure.
to see if you know what Bahamut's symbol looks like.
Oh, otherwise I'm gonna have to ask Treat, and I'll look like an idiot. Okay, let me just find it on my sheet, which needs to load because I'm a fool and did not open D&D Beyond.
The dragon.
That's all right. We were only hanging out for a little while.
Treat's fine.
I've only been here for like hours, but whatever.
We spent so much time talking trash about Echo. There was other stuff going on.
Whatever it is that you have to do.
We were talking about RimWorld a lot. Okay, hang on. There's a 20 and religion check.
An 11. Yeah, you're familiar with Bahamut's symbol. It looks like a sort of geometrically pointy dragon's head off to one side on a background of blue.
Okay, Telehai is going to sidle towards it,
Okay.
trying to avoid interrupting the lesson going on.
When he Treat will notice you because his perception is bananas, but he just ignores you as he sees you heading toward the shrines.
Yeah, okay.
So
Telehai is not, I mean, she's prayed before, but she's not very experienced at this, so she will go up to...
Can't be worse than gifts.
I don't know. Telehai will go up to Bahamut's shrine, and she will kneel, and she will light the incense with
Okay.
her little, her flint and tinder. And take a deep breath. Bahamut, Platinum Dragon. Hello. I'm Telehai here. I haven't prayed to you before, really. Not except in a very general sense of praying to the gods, as in anybody who would listen. But I am setting forth upon a journey. I'm setting forth to potentially protect the world from your opposite number. And I am recently awakened to how little justice there is in a world without the intervention of fierce hands. I thought about where I go from here and what to do with these hands of mine. I thought I would pray to you for protection, direction, a little hope. your light and flame into the darkness that we must walk, or I must protect mine, what is mine, from the darkness that could be. My mother may be walking blinded into a trap, or she may be walking with her eyes wide open, and I do not know, but either way, I must do something. And I think that you and I, your fire, my fire, they might suit. So I pray to you for guidance and for strength. And anyway, thank you.
Roll me a charisma check.
I like it.
Well, you know what? I guess it's a persuasion check. Roll me a persuasion check.
She's way
And
better at
add the
this than I
5
am.
from the incense.
That was pretty good. That felt like Telehigh.
Persuasion plus 5. So
Yes.
there's persuasion plus
Or dirty
5 would
20.
make that a 20.
Okay.
So not the greatest roll in the world, but okay.
Halfway through your prayer, you begin to feel. So, Treat's classroom, it is winter right now, and Treat's classroom is pretty cold. It makes sense, being that Treat and his recruits are in half plate and up, very heavy suits of armor.
Yeah, that does make sense.
But as you are speaking out to Bahamut, the air around you grows warmer, and the ambient light turns from the cold, harsh, pure white coming through the frosted windows into a more warmer, yellowed light in your peripheral vision, as if behind you is somewhere else. And after perhaps maybe a few seconds after you finish your prayer, you sit and you wait. And then you suddenly, it almost feels like a blast of warm air coming from behind you. Just a breeze that is very, very, not scalding hot, but it's dense and powerful. And you hear, so another comes with potential. Such promise. Roll me an insight check.
For
Okay.
sure.
Okay. 11.
Well, let me see.
I think Telehigh is a little overwhelmed and not maybe operating on all of her.
You have a 20 intelligence, Telehigh?
My intelligence is 16.
Okay. With an 11 insight check, and from what I rolled, you. Sounds like excitement.
Okay. Telehigh kind of looks up at the symbol, and she's trying to sort of keep her breathing steady because she has an idea that, like prayer and meditation, you kind of need to stay chill.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Mm,
I'm just rolling 11.
not good enough.
11,
So-
11, 11.
So, the air is still warm. Your peripheral still shows you this warmer, yellowed, almost sepia light kind of surrounding you. you seek guidance or strength?
I seek strength. I know my path. I know my path.
Then prove yourself, and you shall have it. And like a cold breeze coming back from the room, it's gone. The light returns to normal, and the hot breath that was on your back is gone.
Okay. Okay. Prove it. Got it. Put the got it. Put the blade. Put the blade where the tongue goes. Got it. Fuck. All right. All right. Well, I've work
At this,
to do.
as you like kind of look around and stand up, you see Treat is staring at you.
Telehai looks like she's been hit by a bus. She's like a little white and just like wide-eyed and like. Ugh.
You got through to him, did you?
I think so.
See that? Why can't you fuckers be more like that then? He's talking back to his recruits, and they just are pouting.
Telehai shoots a look of like terror at the cleric recruits, like. And then she turns and kind of scours her hands together and starts heading out so that she can track down the others and also Persh and ask about using the teleport.
Okay.
As that there's a bit of a fire under her ass now, so to speak.
Perhaps in a more literal sense.
Yeah.
One might expect.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you've had your conversation with Muhammad, and I assume everyone is kind of doing their own thing. And as you run up to Persh, I'm going to roll a. All right. Vestra, you're there. You happen to be walking by. As Telehai runs up to Persh. So Vestra's probably on her way to get something to eat or something like that. And Telehai, as you run up to Persh, Persh is like always doing parchment work, and he kind of looks up and he says, "Slow down, then. What's your rush?"
Oh, well, my rush is a lot of things, but we may look. We need to get the teleport going for KO. I need to get everybody all in order. I know that we don't actually have a contract for this, but like I think that the cult of Tiamat might be doing something in the city there, and I need to get everybody there, and we need to go.
All right, that's fine. An off the job teleport does cost a little bit of gold.
I don't care. I'll pay it.
It's not to me. I can't do it.
I'll pay to whoever wants it. I'll
Calm
throw the money.
Calm
I
the
don't
fuck
have
down.
look. I'm having a very weird morning, and I need it to just. Everything needs to go in the right direction. That's all I'm saying.
I understand.
I'm sorry,
but
Persh. I'm just
deep
a little
breaths, please.
wild.
Slow down.
Would breakfast be in the right direction?
I can't eat now. No.
I
Don't
mean,
have time. Don't have time
if
for that.
she wants you to eat, she could probably make you eat. Look. Go up the tower. Tell Tabernacle you need an off-the-job teleport. And he'll probably ask for anywhere between 50 gold and, I don't know, a story or something.
It's fine. Whatever he wants, I'll do it.
But he's the one who's going to be teleporting you, so
Got it. I'll
Yeah.
head up there.
gather your team if they're all coming. If not, if it's just you, then I have to
Well-
make a note of that.
I certainly hope they're all coming. I don't think I can handle this one on my own,
All right.
but I'll circle them up. Vestra, I guess breakfast actually does make sense if that's where everyone's likely to be. Oh,
Is this the day after last session?
No, I'm gonna
I think
say
it's
this
a couple of
is.
days since.
I'm
we had
going to
some-
say it is the 23rd.
Thank you.
How many days after is that for those of us without a calendar in front of us?
It's 4 days.
Thanks. Thank you.
So, Telehay and Vestra make their way into the mess hall, which is very busy. I'm going to say that everyone is indeed eating breakfast.
Wouldn't
For the
miss
sake
it.
of
Most important meal of the
making
day.
things
Including the wyverns.
easy. Yes. They're eating bacon, I'm sure.
So much bacon.
The wyverns are on a keto diet.
You'll notice that over the last 4 days, the wyverns have grown in size. They are a little bigger.
Wow.
They grow quickly.
Can I still carry?
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
that
wow.
big. It's like,
Okay.
It's like maybe an inch and a half longer than it was.
Wow.
You guys see Telehay and Vestra enter the mess hall. Telehay looking a little bit pale, and Vestra looking a little bit confused.
Oh, perception.
Okay, roll perception. She looks a little bit pale, and Vestra looks a little bit confused.
Everything okay?
Telehay?
We
I'm sorry, what?
Everything
I-
okay?
And Vestra? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
it seems we need to get going. So I'm going to grab some of that, and I will take some of the food that they have. Because
Grab our food.
I am under the impression we are in a hurry, and I may not get food. So
Take it where you can get it.
It's. I may have told Bahamut that we're going, and he seemed keen on us doing that. So,
Bahamut.
like the god,
Cool.
You had a conversation with a god
kind
before
of.
breakfast.
Well then.
Hey,
I
they
was-
can happen anytime, Fitz. Okay?
I do quite agree, though. I definitely think she probably should have waited till after.
No,
At least
it's
after
fine.
coffee.
I pray in the morning all the time before breakfast. It's totally
just-
fine, Tell.
Yeah,
I was feeling
Look
a
how
bit
Kith
anxious,
turned
and I
out.
didn't want to put anything in my stomach because
Hey.
I thought I might lose it. Anyway, Hirsch says that I just have to talk to Tabernac, and he'll be doing the teleport. I'll pay
Oh.
for it, obviously, since it's my bullshit, right? But so my mother might be marrying a cultist of Tiamat. and
It's
all that.
fine. We'll take it out of the party fund. It's okay.
Well,
It's fine.
It's everybody's bullshit. It's fine.
I, for one, agree. I don't think we should have any kind of necromancer following us around, your father-in-law or not.
ugh.
I mean, I have no problem helping with this.
God. Sorry, that was very unsettling, and I just feel like I need to do something. You know, even though-
Unsettling.
well, yeah.
No, it should feel good, right? Like, you heard him?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He told me to prove myself.
Fitz will slide like eggs, bacon, and toast across the Telehigh.
Well, you
Many
will.
things are better after
Of
a
course
full
you will.
stomach.
She eats like mechanically, like she's not even really processing
Hella
what
high.
she's putting in her face. Just like
He
there's a
wouldn't
food there,
tell
I'm just
you
eating it.
to. He wouldn't have even talked to you if he didn't think you were capable.
Oh no, he no. I think he thinks I'm capable. Oh fuck. Anyway, sorry.
I'm so happy for you. I'll give her a hug.
Delahai like sort of pats Kith awkwardly on the head. Like she doesn't,
What?
She doesn't really know how to deal with this. What is happening? Why are there hugs? She's just
Grits.
She's very confused. She's having a day.
The Merigard Academy also serves grits. If you didn't know, shrimp grits.
Oh, I'm crushing that.
Yes.
I want
Fitz
shrimp
is one of those
grits.
people who eats all the time, but is still like wafishly thin in his
I'm so jealous.
Telehigh,
geeky
we
chicken
are
legs.
in a hurry. I fully acknowledge that. But just keep in mind that, like, you know, the gods, time is a lot different for them. So, you know.
Right.
So next time, get breakfast.
No, stop with the breakfast thing. It's fine.
No, breakfast is important.
See, the druid said it. He knows how to heal people. That's important.
Wow.
I knew this priest. He used to make. Sorry,
I'm gonna remember this.
that was gonna be a Karth reference.
How many
Yeah,
times have you
that's
gotten
where
me
that was
blown up,
going.
Fitz? I mean, seriously?
Never before breakfast.
There can be a first time for everything.
Why am I somewhere in Nosfadonia? Something very itchy. Excuse me.
Feel a disturbance in the force. We have our own callbacks, guys. That's pretty cool.
Amazing. Who is on the
Okay.
Tal'Darai Council?
Oh no.
Oh no, I think someone might have been talking to me and I was too busy laughing to hear. Well, if it was important, he'd repeat himself. Okay.
Okay, I didn't say anything.
It was Dad.
Oh. Okay, so you guys you gather yourselves after you consumed breakfast in the nervous haste, as Telehay is like unable to quite calm down. And then you begin making your way upward Tabernac's Tower.
Oh, like now? I need to like go talk to. Give me like an hour, and then we can go. Okay?
Oh.
I'm sorry, but I'm not bringing a baby wyvern. I arranged someone
Yeah.
to look after her.
That's
Okay.
fine.
So you know where
Arrow.
to find.
Yeah, Wander should probably find somebody to take
I
care
drop
of Onyx
off
too.
my wyvern in extended daycare and get my stuff.
You find Tisla in the rogue quarters,
Awesome.
and you hand her a wyvern.
I'm like, here you go. Here's her schedule. You'll be fine. If there's an
Already?
emergency, go see the druid dude. Yeah, already. I'm sorry. I know it's short notice, but they want to leave like now, so I gotta go. It'll be great.
Okay, I thought there were two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, not that I'm
Wander.
whining. It's
Wander's
okay.
coming too. Don't worry.
Yeah, she'll
Wander.
be
I
along.
would have told you.
Yeah. She'll
We
like.
get along great, so it should be fine. Just, just make sure you give her a variety in her diet, not just all bacon. She'll eat bacon all day if you let her. So, anyway.
Okay. And then Tisla, this slender, dark-haired, very tall elf, is holding wyverns, one on each arm, and is looking a little, perhaps a little flabbergasted.
Like, I really volunteered to do this.
Watch the tails.
There's an oven mitt on one. Wander, have you put some sort of
Yes.
protection on the other?
She would probably
they
have fashioned some sort of protection
Okay,
for
I'll
his
say it's
tail.
an arrowhead sheath on the other one. So, as you both hand over your wyverns, you both, well, actually, Kithmia, you kind of get this wash of emotion, sad emotion, kind of a wash of
Baby.
Oh,
Longing
go
and
give her
heartache.
a hug and a kiss on the head, and it'll be okay. You'll be fine. I'll be back.
Wander, you do get the same emotion, but not quite as powerful, as you haven't known your wyvern quite as long. But it's kind of just like this black ice emotion that washes through your head, and it's very makes your heart ache.
Aw, baby.
Making my heart ache. I'm just hearing about
Yeah,
it.
no shit.
Then we like walk out of the room crying.
Yeah.
Don't let
yeah.
the baby see you cry.
Let the baby
Be strong.
cry.
Be strong. It'll be okay.
Poor babies.
Fifth might run back in once, but only briefly.
Go in, tell him don't eat anybody.
Be good.
I vote Narrow, Fitz, and Thormir have 11sies.
Having second breakfast.
Down.
They're like
All right.
blueberry muffins and tea.
I'll head to Tabernac's library.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
Wiping
so
in my
af-
eyes.
after you guys take care of your business, you sequester the wyverns away in the rogue classroom of all places.
Oh shit! You know what Telahai did while that was happening?
What?
She ran by the quartermaster and bought a new toolkit because she had removed everything from her thieves' tools kit over the course of the last adventure, and like had no lockpicks left because they all turned into random shit.
Okay. That's
so
25 gold. We don't have
25
to
gold,
repeat
yeah.
that. You buy another set of thieves' tools,
Thanks.
and Seka is like a little confused as you explain why you need another one. But she's like, whatever.
Look, these things happen.
Contractors.
It was a baby vampire. Get a sleeping bag.
Like, it happens.
Okay. So, you guys collect, having done all your little things. Thormir, are you back?
Yes.
You said you're back. Okay. Is there anything that you'd like to do as downtime or anything last second right before you guys all teleport off to Coda City?
Can I attempt to make like a male shirt for Diggy?
You want to upgrade his leather armor?
Yeah. I want to
Okay.
give him an armor class of 18.
He'd need plate mail.
Well, 16.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Roll me a crafting check.
Yes, sir.
That was not appropriate, buddy.
1d20 plus 6. 23.
23. So it doesn't actually require that many rings because it's a hamster.
Yeah.
In fact, you just kind of get 4 of the really big rings for junction points, and those are the arm and leg holes. And then the rest of it's just kind of this chainmail bag.
Yeah.
And
And then I'll
you-
just make them like a little, kind of like a holster for him to just stay in one
Sure.
spot.
You do also have to make him a little cloth gambeson,
Yeah.
or those chains are going to bite into him. So you put him in this little kind of padded linen sock, and then you put him in the chainmail pouch. And the whole time he's just kind of
I'm making sure he's happy.
you keep feeding him nuts the whole time.
Not the whole time.
Okay,
Good.
so you do all that, and then the hamster is a little more heavy on your head.
That's just
Weirdest
hamster.
I have the world's most armored hamster.
Can you make him a little coif?
Yeah.
So he's got like a little chain hood with his ears poking out the sides of it.
Thormir's
Wow.
like, it goes without saying.
Yep. And it's got the it's got like a little leather patch on the back that has the Nightfall's insignia.
Yeah, we have a mascot.
What is the Nightfall's insignia?
Didn't we
Can't
make
re-
one?
Didn't we make one forever ago?
If you did, I don't know what it was.
I don't remember.
Isn't
we
it what
can
you
say you
sent me
did, but-
in the Imgur post? I thought that was it.
That's
Black and gold, right?
that's just the symbol for the Marigard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
Never mind.
I'll probably just do the Marigard because I don't remember what it was. That was a Marigard hamster.
All right.
It's a Marigard hamstonary.
So the first time you try and put Diggy in this little chainmail suit,
Mhm.
you put his little back feet in, and as you're pulling the pockets up, somehow you don't know how he suddenly gets flipped around. You have to take him out. Like no, very good. And every time, like for the first 3 or 4 times, somehow he keeps going in backwards, even though he was in your hand.
How improbable.
I love you, Diggy. You adorable little fuzzy thing.
As he's now in a chainmail suit of
This
armor.
hamster is going to turn out to be the BBEG.
I'm okay with that. That's fine. I just want to enjoy my time with my hamster boy.
What a plot twist! How improbable! Okay, so you guys
Oh, okay.
gather at the tower to Tabernac's classroom. Thormir with his oiled, chainmail armored hamster on his head. I'll say you just finished it before breakfast that day.
That was it. Thank you.
No problem. And you
Thank
guys
for
head up.
indulging it.
Of course. What the fuck? You guys head up to the wizard's classroom. it is as you remember it, as always, full of books, and it's a little warm. Hang on, let me change that one. Okay, so as you head up and you enter the room, you see there are a number of wizard students that are sitting at the tables and they are studying. And in the distance, you can hear Tabernac talking to someone.
Great. So, I guess I'll just head in that direction then.
Okay, so as you round the bookshelves, you see Tabernac is awake. His enormous brass snout is rested on one claw, and he's talking to a student about the actual uses of abjuration, because apparently the student had gotten it wrong.
Does the student look incredibly bored and like he's been standing there for 2 hours?
Yes.
Sounds like
I will call out, Tabernac, it's so great to see you!
Mm. Oh, hello again. Yes. Welcome, welcome. Go
This
on.
is
Go on, Justin. We can talk about this later.
And you see Justin, this little human wizard, turns and looks at you, and he just, with all of his face, goes, "Thank you." And he runs up the stairs.
I'll give him a little subtle thumbs up.
little halfling thumbs.
My little halfling thumbs.
Tabernac's attention is on all of you, and he says,
The Night Falls once more. Come to visit me again. What can I do for you?
I was hoping to ask to retain your services as a teleporter, perhaps.
Oh, it's about work, I see.
Well, it's a bit about work, yeah.
About gathering a new story for you, Master. And I'm gonna say the last bit in like the draconic honorific if I can.
Well, let's see. Where is it you have to go?
To KO.
"No, it's boring." And he kind of,
It's a bit boring, but the reason isn't terribly boring. There's a cultists of Tiamat that anyway, we need to stop, and they're a bit personal, so
He's gonna be related to him.
I'm not. We're not. That's not happening.
I see.
Is it fair to say that Telehay has daddy issues?
Oh, my
Soon,
father's
very
been
soon.
dead for years.
Daddy-in-law issues.
Yeah. He's not my father-in-law. My mother
Yeah.
hasn't
It would be
actually married the man.
stepdaddy issues.
Oh, right. Of course.
Nothing.
Sorry.
He's nothing to me except a problem to be solved.
Is this a
Anyway.
conversation I should be here for? Like,
It's fine. Whatever. They think they're funny because my mother is marrying a cultist of Tiamat.
right.
Worm speak.
and Tabernac kind of, as you guys are talking, he like closes his eyes, and then the giant brass dragon is gone, and standing in front of you is a very slight, kind of balding on the top, wearing thick glasses. Looks like a human man.
Whoa!
With kind of the long goatee and a wispy mustache, and he says,
I've never seen you in person form before. That's amazing.
It's not my favorite.
Well, sorry to inconvenience you.
It's all right. The teleport circle is up this way.
and he leads you up onto the stage that he normally sleeps on.
Thank you, Tabernac.
You are welcome.
And as he heads that way, you see that there is actually a fairly large room behind him with a number of doors in it. And you see
What's
in
in
the very
there?
My personal belongings.
Oh,
and he keeps moving along, and then
could I see it sometime?
No,
That's fair.
okay. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
and Tabernac leads toward the back of the room where there is a kind of about 2 inches lower, there is a very wide ring, and he kind of gestures for all of you to stand atop it.
I do so.
Of course, but how much do we owe you?
Let me see here.
And he has pulled out a book as you're asking him questions. He's like looking through, and he says,
All right, so you will be teleporting to the Arcanium in Coda City.
Right.
All right, let's see. That's. How many of you are there? 7. Okay. I would like 150 gold, please, for all of you.
All right.
Party fund.
I'll take it
Is
out.
that- oh, okay. Like, how do we do
Kith
that?
will make sure.
Kith will make sure.
it comes
Yeah,
out
I'm
of the
waiting for
party fund.
that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right. As you hand over the gold, he says,
Very good, thank you. When you arrive, tell the concierge you have been sent on the order of the Marigard. That way, when you finish, they can send you back here.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good trip.
and he kind of holds out a hand and he closes his fist. And then he's gone, as is Tabernac's lair and everything else. And all of you feel as though you are suddenly squished through like a colander, and then your feet slam into the ground, and the surrounding area is completely different. You are looking at a white marble stone room. There is a large archway across the room from you, and you all feel a little weird. Can I get con saves from everybody from your
Ooh.
first teleport?
This is my second or third one, actually. So
This is your third, but this is your first teleport circle.
that's fair.
As
Apparently,
soon as
it's
I
not
land,
any better.
I want to be like, see you next fall. Oh,
Hold on, I'm trying to
Echo?
get my VTT to work again.
Echo, while they're rolling, heads up, you're going to want to right click and do like a preload scene thing.
To do what?
If you're going to switch the scene over, and if you preload it, it'll start sending the files to people.
Ooh,
Oh, I did that already.
Oh,
that's
okay.
bad.
Okay, so Neryl and Kith, you're feeling a little sick to your stomach.
Oh, I'll sit down.
You're a little dizzy. You feel as though you aren't supposed to be where you are right now. Thermir, you feel a little tickle in your stomach, but you're okay. You don't throw up or anything, but holy crap, was that unpleasant.
Wait, should I roll one for Biggie?
No.
Was that significantly different than the other times?
Yeah. It was
I
very
thought
different.
I was prepared for that. This is, I don't feel good.
It
I think he
was-
doesn't need one
I
because
will
he's
say
an elder
it's-
god.
It's much faster than
Oh.
the teleport was. It was way more abrupt, but it's like over quicker, and that kind of caught you by surprise. And you guys are sitting in a round room, a white stone room, and you see out the door there is a low desk with a very bored looking woman sitting at it.
Telahai is just head straight for her.
Okay.
I'm just going to stay down here for a minute.
Wonderful.
Okay. Vestra. Kiwi. Uh-oh.
Fell asleep
Teleport.
again.
Teleport really knocked her
Kiwi's
out.
muted.
Maybe she got lost.
Kiwi died.
Freaking yes, can you?
I need a con save from you.
Yeah, yeah. Frick.
That is successful, barely.
Oh.
You don't feel sick. Just a little uneasy. The woman sitting at the desk kind of looks up at Telahai and Wander as you guys approach, and she says, "Welcome to the KO Coda City Arcanium. What can I do for you?"
Hello. I'm Telahai Veneer. I'm here to see my mom.
Where are you teleporting from?
The Miragard Academy.
She pulls out a ledger. She holds it out. She says, "Sign your name and order of business."
Telahai does that very flourishingly and elvishly.
Okay. And then she looks at Wonder.
Still sign
And
her
you?
name. Still sign her
Okay.
name and wedding.
Okay. Then she kind of looks past at the group that are kind of stumbling their way off the teleport circle. Can I have all of you please leave the teleport room, please?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Ugh,
I'll just
Yeah.
lean on Thormir and
sure.
head out.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, since I passed the save, I was fine, but I was just looking at the runes and shit.
I figured.
Yeah.
As you guys, the last person makes it out of the teleport room, it's suddenly gone, and all you see is a smooth marble wall.
Whoa. Where'd it go?
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else. If I can have you all please sign your name and your order of business, please.
If you
What's-
don't know, we're visiting Lady Havidan. HA'Vedan.
I appreciate that, but I don't need to know. You can tell that to the palace when you get there.
Well, you said they should put their order of business, so I. Never mind.
I appreciate it. I will
I
write
cross
it down.
out Telahai's mom and write in that name.
I was just gonna put
I
marriage.
would
but
also. I was about to say I'm gonna write down visiting Telhai's mom.
I was gonna put down a party.
But
So this bored concierge looks at the ledger, and she kind of looks at all of you, and she says,
Did it to herself.
"You're from the Marigard?"
Indeed.
Right?
One by one, she goes down and she crosses out marriage and writes Marigard, crosses out Telahai's mom, writes Marigard, crosses out wedding, writes Marigard. Just all of them.
That's funny.
Well, if that's all you wanted.
That's all I wanted. Front door's over there. If you require research materials, let me
What?
know. Otherwise, have a nice
Research
day.
materials.
Thanks.
We are the Arcanium, a collective business and waypoint for the different capital cities.
Hmm.
Many wizards use this place to store and research.
We'll keep that in mind.
Definitely.
That's good. I hope you all have a great day. And she puts her head
Can't
back
wait to
down.
see you again.
You too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys, do you like stand there and stare at her until she gets more annoyed? Or are you gonna?
No.
Oh, well, leave.
I'm
Okay.
following Telahai, who I
I will
think is
definitely
probably
leave.
walking forcefully.
Yeah,
Okay.
follow Telahai.
And I shall
Looking around
activate
as
the
we
city
go.
map.
because I've never been here.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I need to zoom out.
Yeah, same.
New city.
It's all a desert.
Got it.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm used to deserts.
So many squares.
Okay, I apparently cannot zoom out far enough. Come on. Just move it.
Give it a second to load. It will.
There's some guy in the corner milking rattlesnakes, wondering where Sleepy is.
Note to self: teach Echo how to set the zoom setting when the map loads.
Note to Kith, I already know. Just didn't do it this time. Do me.
Wow. Okay. Sorry. Yarr.
Note to self, queso is delicious.
You need to note that, do you? You gotta like put it in a paper.
Yeah, nice,
So-
nice,
Sticky note, put it on the fridge.
Where are
nice
we?
line there.
Okay, so you don't know where you are, but for the sake of the map, I will make a mark.
Okay. I'm just taking in the sights because this is awesome. I love being to new places.
You can't go back. Move it forward.
Is there a tour guide?
I think that might be her, and I'm going to point at
Is there a
Telehai. She's
Dippin'
just-
Dot stand?
So, Telehai, you've been to Coda City. You know that the Arcanium has kind of its own little hang on, wait, actually mark it. That's the Arcanium. Why is the city so goddamn loud? Hang on. Okay.
Wait, where is? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
I was in the kitchen.
With Dinah?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
In the kitchen, making myself some food.
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast,
Faces past.
and I'm homebound.
Wow.
I'm happy somebody's on my level.
Of course.
That is very hard to read.
Nah. Says
Zoom in a
Arcanium.
little. Zoom in a little. It's easier when you get closer. Okay. So, Telehai, you know that the palace where your mother works most of the time, it's basically a street down south from where you are, and you can kind of see it over the buildings. Kao is a country known for elves, and Coda City is known for architecture, and a lot of these buildings are built in ways that are deceptively they look smaller than they actually are. They are very compact to the road. It's a little cramped, but the road itself is wide enough that you can easily pass on both sides of it. Everything is kind of made from stone, a lot of stone carvings, and then lots of the taller buildings have stone foundations, and then they are tall, dark wood buildings that reach pretty high up. The entire city itself kind of follows this pattern, and it makes it look not symmetrical, but very themed. Like that's what they were going for, as if the entire city has its own HOA.
I was about
gross.
to ask if there was a neighborhood society. I have
Okay.
another question.
Hit me.
Oh, hang on. Microwave is making weird noises. Is it Coda Ska? Like they're having a big ska party? Or is it Kotaska? Like they're fantastic?
This district is Kotaska.
Thank you.
I think they should.
Though, I mean, I'm sorry, the word is weird.
It's fine. I just didn't want to say it wrong.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that the palace is like. You said it was about a block,
It's more than a block. It's a couple streets down.
a couple of streets, like over near the Radiant Yard.
The Radiant Yard is the palace.
Okay, got it. Okay, so I just start walking in that direction.
You're going straight to the palace.
Wait.
Okay.
What? Where are we going?
Thormir looks confused, like, wait, what? Okay.
Wait,
I
where does your
suppose
mom
it's
live?
Well, she doesn't live at the palace, but she works there. We should probably. I guess we should probably find some place to stay first, huh?
You can just roll into the palace. They won't stop you.
Yeah,
Well-
they will.
They'll stop me, but they'll let her know who's at the gate, and then she'll come down. Anyway, no, you're
Oh.
right. We should probably find some place to be first. Maybe. Do I know where good inns would be?
Yeah. This area near Radiant Yard is kind of the rich district, the noble district, kind of. Not all of Kotaska is, but this part is. It's kind of colloquially known as the high end by everyone that lives around here. There are many taverns and fancy hotels. How much money are you looking to spend on a place to stay?
Telehai will turn to the others and, like, walking backwards as she heads up the street and go, so how much, how fancy are you feeling?
Well, first of all, I mean, I'm already lost.
Well, we need a place that allows pets, because we got both Diggy and Narrow.
We've got
Whoa!
We've got
Actually, if I went in my druid form, we
That
could save
was
some
rude.
money.
Well, what?
Yeah.
No.
Like you could turn.
I thought
into,
you
like,
were
a
in your
cat or a
druid
dog.
form.
Well, in my wild shape.
They're not gonna not allow pets. We're rich. It's fine. Just what do you want to? Anyway, it's so Kota City. It's an elf city, and the elves are all elfy. You're not gonna have to worry about people telling you can't have an animal.
Cool.
Your town, your choice. Lead on.
It's your home.
No, it's
What place
really
has the
not.
best
It's really
ale?
not. It's really not my home. I'm from here, but I
Is
don't
that
live.
Ringo?
Yes.
All right. How about just the first thing we see? then?
Always Ringo.
Well,
Okay.
like we're heading to the. Okay.
You
So-
know a good
Kalahai, just pick
mid-range
one.
tavern is the
Okay.
Coach and Four. You know the fancy tavern is the King's Key. You know the super low-end tavern is the Staggering Paladin.
I'll head to the.
Wherever we're going to be the most comfortable.
I'll head to the Cushion 4 because that is nice enough where it's nice and, but not so nice that people are going to shit themselves going through the door.
Okay. I will go ahead and place that on the map because you know where it is.
Is that like a wisdom save to shit yourself or what?
I think it's a con save.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like.
Why is this the... You don't need to... Okay.
Was it just because one bard is just sitting in there playing the brown note the whole time?
He's paid a lot to do that, okay?
Man's
Meanwhile,
gonna
I'll eat my dinner.
Good lord, what have I done?
I now want Thormir to eventually make a tavern that's just called the Brown Note.
Maybe if we take the enchantment from your ring and amplify it.
It just gets higher pitched. Okay, so you guys head to the Coach and Four. Activate the typical tavern page. Haha!
Huzzah!
That's
I
When
do
Fitz
not
walks
own
in-
any tokens with vision in this
I'm
scene.
getting it.
When Fitz walks in, because he wasn't sure if people were joking before, he's like kind of clenching and holding his pants.
Oh, I can't draw on them this time around.
That is correct.
Oh.
You can't make everyone throw up.
I guess you could say Fitz is literally flying by the seat of his pants.
Well, this time I'm definitely just also keeping an eye out for grease.
Okay? Good call. Even though you sat on it of your own volition last time.
I was scared to kiss. What is a man supposed to do?
Get another chair! Okay.
That's a
so-
valid fear, though.
Wipe it off.
Anything. But sit in it. You guys, you step into the Coach and Four, and it is a pretty nice tavern. It's well furnished. There are a number of round tables that fill the room, and then there is a very, very wide counter that you see two bartenders are working. It is about lunchtime right now, and it is pretty busy in here. You guys have just eaten breakfast like an hour ago, though, so you don't need to eat, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
it's busy in here.
So Telahai will go up to the bar and wait for, her turn.
Okay. A moment passes, and then the keeper approaches you, and it is a elf. Oddly enough, he kind of looks at you and says, "What can I get for you?"
Rooms, please. Rooms to let. If you've the room for us, there's a number of us, 7. So,
I have
how many
2
we got
rooms.
available? 2?
Well, that'll do.
Yeah, we can squeeze in, no problem.
All right. It's going to be 5 silver a night per room, so it's a gold a night.
Okay.
How many nights you staying?
No.
Second. I'm a fool and I shoved a chip in my mouth. I'll just
We
pay
don't.
the first. I'll pay a week up front just in case.
Okay. You're gonna need
7 gold.
okay, and he accepts the 7 gold from you.
All right, I'm gonna take that out of my inventory so I don't forget.
Wouldn't this be a party fun thing?
You can read
I
me
think
later if you
she's
really want.
personally talking to the barkeep, isn't she?
Like, if you want to give me the 7 gold back later, I'm not gonna cry, but I'm not worrying about it.
I also like the idea of the Lilo and Stitch situation where she says, "No, no, no, I want to pay for it," and Thormir gives her 7 gold, and then she gives it to the barkeep.
Wow.
Oh man.
You really do see me as a child.
I was almost to that point with my kid when COVID started, and now I can't let him help in the store.
Aww.
No, Thormir, you're the adult in that situation.
Okay, so you guys, he hands you 2 room keys. And he says, second floor, rooms 5 and 6.
Dibs on
Telahai
6.
gives 1 room key to Vestra and keeps the other one for herself. And people can sort themselves how they want.
Okay.
She just figured that Vestra is big, so she should get first pick of a bed. Or wall, or however spiders sleep.
She's gonna
Well, I mean,
weave
we found
herself
out
a
that you
hammock.
can sleep with
She
the top
probably
half on the
hangs
bed.
upside down
All right, all of you.
like a
Yes.
bass.
That is terrifying. In the middle of the night, you just look up and see this brawny ass.
I kind of just pictured Vestra didn't sleep.
It's
She just
it's
sits in a
more
corner
like
sharpening an axe.
it's more like how horses sleep. They sleep standing up, but the top half lays on their abdomen.
That's
Just
somehow
flops over.
scarier.
No,
Yeah.
that's worse, but it is. Yeah.
I do really like the image of a Drider falling asleep upside down, and the body half just kind of hangs down with her arms straight out and just
Yeah.
dangling.
Her hair blowing in the breeze,
Yeah.
wafting like a curtain.
That's almost some grudge ass shit.
So anyway,
All right, returning to the.
you guys are now in Kota City. You've gotten a room at the Koshin 4, or a couple rooms. What is the plan now?
Telahai is gonna find somebody, like, she's gonna check around the inn and then check around the street and see if there's anybody, like, paid couriers around anywhere.
Are you looking for a courier?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough. You can just
So are we
ask
gonna
the.
wait here, or
I'm literally just sending a letter to tell her that we're at the Cochin 4 and we can figure it out.
awesome? That was my question.
Yeah, roll an investigation. It's not a hard DC.
Okay. I really need to put these chips away. They're interfering with my gaming experience.
An 11 is good
Every
enough.
fucking roll is an 11.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep doing that.
I don't either.
But
Impressive.
you find a courier because this is a capital city and they are fucking everywhere. You basically you look outside the tavern at the corner and you see there's a courier just walking by basically, and you grab him and you give him a message to bring to your mother.
Yep. Basically, just like, I'm here, I'm in town, I'm in the Cochin 4, I have guests with me, and what next?
Okay. He runs off. It's going to be a few minutes before he comes back, as
Yeah.
you're aware. You do know your mother's, your family estate is in the town. You could go there at some point, but you are pretty sure that your mother is at work right now.
Yeah, that's what she figured. And she didn't want to put up the group at the house because she didn't know what the situation was with the fiance. So.
Sure.
We can just show up with 6 friends. Hey, mom! Get the guest
Okay.
rooms ready.
So what are you guys doing as you wait for the courier to return?
I'm gonna
On
order
a
a cup of
days
tea.
or hours scale.
Hours, I would imagine.
For the courier to return?
Minutes. I order tea.
It'd probably be like half an hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, you get yourself some tea.
And can I ask the innkeeper if they know of any temples to Kellamvor in the area?
The innkeeper kind of looks at you and he says, "To Kellamvor? Aye, that would be all the way across town, though."
Okay. I will jot down directions and thank him.
He kind of directs you to an area that he calls the Wooden Arches.
Got it.
Did someone die?
No, I'm a cleric of Kellenmore.
Oh, I didn't see the thing. Okay, fair enough.
I'll kind of just be shooting the shit with people while we're sitting around and mention that I think it'd be good. I think it'd be a good idea to go to the Arcanum, maybe scrounge up what we can on our guest of honor.
Okay, and Nero, you're asking for a scrap or parts shop?
Yeah.
So the closest thing is like a Tinker's, and you roll me a investigation check. No.
Oh no. Stop making me roll things. Oh, that one's good. Okay.
17. Oh, you have no bonus to investigation.
No, none. 0.
Okay. Yeah, you learn there is a Tinker's shop. It is kind of close to the glass alley.
Okay.
You get directions for it. I'll mark it for you. Hang on a second. All right, I will mark it right here. Gotta change its color because we can't have an uncomfortable color in the middle of the Tinker shop. All right.
There's a husky just to slip across my bed.
All right. I hope you like the name of the Tinker shop.
Find out when we go to the other screen.
Yeah, we're still on the screen.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Curious. Oh God. Fuck you. I love it.
It's as curious can be.
Oh, I was so proud of that one. Okay.
You should
So,
be.
and then you wanted to talk about the Arcanium there, Mr. Fitz?
I'm really just saying that, like, at some point when we get a free moment, the Elvish City is bound to have better references on Mr. Tallow than anything else will. But I'm really just kind of like floating that to Thormy or whoever else is sitting around.
Is the Bardic College around 7 songs?
How did you know?
I'm clever.
Yes, it is.
We might, if we want curious rumors and gossip, we might be better off hitting 7 songs in the Bardic College than just going to the library.
Sure, I'm up for any kind of research. I just thought maybe finding
It's the
some
kind
record of his
research
work
that
would be
comes
good.
with a bottle, usually.
Well, I was kind of hoping on this trip Vestra could teach me how to drink.
Wouldn't be
thoughts?
too hard, I think.
Well, you never know. I have a knack for getting things quickly.
Good. We will try some.
Thormy, is there anything that you want to do in this town?
I kind of want to see the smithies, but I have a feeling I won't really get anything from it.
You could totally do that. You'd have to ask around where they are and where that
That
sort of thing is,
sounded
because they.
A little elitist.
This is a.
Yeah, dwarven elitism right there.
It was a bit.
No, I meant like if it's elven style of forging, I imagine they don't want to disclose their techniques.
Ah, that's better.
There are a
defense.
number of smithies in every city, and this is a capital city, so you imagine There's probably a lot.
When Thormir says it's heritage, not hate, I look at him weirdly.
God damn it.
And it is on that moment that the courier enters the tavern looking for Telehay.
Saved by the
Telahai
bell.
has like taken up a residence at one of the tables, and she kind of waves him down.
The courier hands you a note from your mother. It says to come by the house this evening.
Fine. Did she tip you?
The courier just kind of looks at you and shrugs.
Of course she bloody didn't. Here you go.
Or he's fishing for a second tip.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you tell him yes?
You want to roll an insight check?
Sure, I'll
I
admit
do,
it.
I do.
Okay.
I just want to roll.
Hold on. Yeah, he's fishing for a second tip. She definitely is okay.
She'll tell her how to give him one.
Okay.
Pip looks at
just a,
Telahai like, seriously?
just a couple silver.
Okay.
He's feeling very flush.
He kind of tips his hat and runs out of the room.
I guess he was fast.
I gotta start being a courier.
It's
Yeah.
it's tough going to the palace with a message. You never know who's gonna get in your face and assume that you're some kind of beggar looking for a handout. It's tough.
That's a hard knock life.
I wouldn't go that.
Telahai, do you want us to go with you to see your mom, or are you going to go by yourself?
No, you should come.
Hey, Wander, can I get a perception check from you?
Sure.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
I don't
come
know
on,
what
I
the
got-
situation is
No.
there, and I don't know whether she's got him at the estate already. And besides, I'm hardly ashamed of my work.
No,
Getting
I think
pickpocketed.
that's fine because we're a great cover for what you suspect, too, you know? You
Hey,
could just bring us in, introduce us, and we can kind of sniff around without you having to say anything.
Sure, me not saying things, that seems likely.
Wander, there are a lot of people in this tavern.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very busy tavern. There's a lot of people eating, a lot of conversation going on. That's all you see.
Business as usual.
I don't want to lead with this because I feel like I always do, but no 23 passive perception or whatever it is.
I'm
not
aware.
Helping us out. Okay. Okay.
Dormer will start
shopping,
explaining the intricacies of different types of foraging.
The shopping in Kota City is unlike anywhere I've ever been. I don't live here, and I deliberately don't live here, but it's not a terrible place to visit. If anyone has anything in particular that they're digging for, I know of at least one shop that, well, I used to know of a shop that called itself an Arcanist. Might be worth sniffing about. Of course, you got to be careful there because there was a whole thing many years ago with a cursed object, and all's well as ends well, but it was a bit harrowing at the time. So you might want to go in without me, but you know how it is. I can tell you where that is. Let's see what else. What do you do in Kota City besides drink? Mostly what I did was drink. Did a lot of that. And, associated activities aside the drinking. There's a very good pub near the Seven Songs, insofar as it's a very good pub to go and not remember your name.
I know where
It's just taking
Vestra's
notes
going.
on that. It's just taking notes on that because this is his big drinking adventure with Vestra.
The students sit it a lot, so there's always music. Not all the music's good. Most of the music's quite bad, actually, because the students are just as drunk as everyone else. But let's see. When I stayed here with my mum last, I actually stayed at the estate. There's a couple of good. I can't really call it a food cart because it doesn't. I'm I'm not sure what to call it. It's this
Food
this
stand?
yeah, it's a stand that stays still. Thank you. And they sell fruit that has something's been done to it. I don't really know what. Glaze? Maybe? Magic? I don't know. It's good. It's near the estate. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. There's lots of stuff here. It's a big city.
Actually, you know that at the end of the month is a upcoming festival.
Oh God, not a festival.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's another
Oh, right,
festival.
What
Nope,
what
nope,
month
nope.
is it? What
It's
January.
in February. It's the end of February is when the festival's
February?
coming.
Great. There's a party, a big local festival thing at the end of February, at the end of the month. So if
I
we,
thought it was January.
At the end of February is a festival.
Gotcha.
It is still January right now.
Gotcha.
I mean, we could do that. You know, if we manage to stop the wedding, we can stick around for a big party afterwards.
Look at Vestra and I'm like, we have a training date.
After
I've-
the last festival, I'm not
You
too
know,
hot and keen on them.
It's not that type of festival. Nobody imports monsters to bloody Kota City.
You guys know the holiday. It's Unity Day. It's when Aurelia became Aurelia. It's all about celebrating food and different stuff from all over the world.
It's a very fancy. It's a big shindig. Lots of food, lots of drink, dancing in the streets, that kind of thing. Big coloured light displays over the palace. From my mum always used to work at doing big illusions. Anyway, I don't know what she'll
Wow.
do this year.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's fancy. Let's see. What about, some very interesting art and architecture here. Very famous for the buildings. I studied them a bit, you know, when I went to Bard College.
You went to college.
I went to Bard College. Yeah,
Yeah, she did.
Awesome.
I'm not a bard.
You
though.
had me at food and drink.
I don't have the knack. But I did go studied architecture mostly, and ale. Studied a lot of that.
I'm taking notes like I don't catch that as a joke. Architecture and ale.
Of course you do.
Oh God, I don't know what else. That's it. That's Kota City. Here we are. Man. Let's see.
Does it feel good to be home, even a little?
I don't live here.
Does it feel good to be back, even a little?
No, not really. I was here for a bit before I came back. After I lost my team, I knew I was coming back to the Merry Guard eventually, but I thought I should, you know, get in touch with my roots and stuff. And we didn't kill each other or anything. It was fine, you know. I kept getting the sense that my mother didn't understand needing a break. That a sabbatical was not anything that a wizard understood. She'd sort of lives, breathes, eats, work, and politics, and I don't do those things. So it was.
Your mom is the elf, right?
Yeah. My
Oh.
dad died. He died in a ruin when I was a kid.
Ruin.
And I ended up digging up the ruin actually. And there was a whole thing with a cursed object.
Wow.
I hired the Merigard to help me with the ruin, and that's how I ended up there eventually. I ended up working with some very nice contractors and one jackass who he's still around. He's not actually that bad. I have to call him a jackass because of some things. Fucking bastard. Anyway,
Okay. Keep
Sounds
talking.
like a
get
great
it
guy.
out.
Right, so anyway, my mom and I, it's not that we hate each other, because we don't, but we don't see eye to eye. She's very, very elf.
Okay.
I'm not very. And
I barely get
I was
along
sort
with
of,
my mom.
I was sort of aggressive about it, you know. And I went to Bard College, which it was away from home, but you can it's over there. She sort of points. It's not that far. It's still in the same city, and she kept hearing about things that I would do and people that I would be with and people that I would bring home specifically to aggravate her, and it was a thing. It was not. I was dumb and young and dumb, and it's fine. So I'll go tonight, and it'll be a bit awkward. It'd be awkward even if she were just marrying some normal elf that she needed a political alliance with, But it's a bit more awkward, obviously, when somebody's a Wyrm speaker. But I had a sinking feeling when I saw the invitation, and it wasn't just because of the thing that I didn't know when I looked at it. Book. So yeah, tonight will be interesting. I look forward to it. I'm trying.
Well,
to
we
decide
have your
if I
back,
should,
okay? So
trying to decide if I should dress or just go with my knives and fuck it. Maybe I'll just go
Right.
with my knives.
uh-huh.
I'm not fooling anybody.
Okay. We're there for you, okay?
Thanks.
You're gonna be okay.
It's going to be uncomfortable regardless. But
Do you
it
think
will
it's
be
better
alright.
for us to speak Elven if we know it, or stick with Common?
I mean, she's not going to be bothered about the language. Speak Elven if you want. Just don't. If you butcher it, she'll get judgment. So, how confident are you?
How is she about Orcish?
I don't know.
If it's gonna, I'll
roll
just
me
stick
a
with
history
Common.
check.
Roll a history check. Okay.
Yeah.
Not an 11.
15. She doesn't have a problem with Orcish.
It's just a language. I don't think
She doesn't speak it.
Yeah, she wouldn't understand you if you spoke.
I mean, I get
Aw.
excited when people speak Halfling because not many people really bother to learn Halfling other than Halflings, but that's okay.
True.
I can see where other people might get offended if you don't speak their language correctly.
Okay, Elvish isn't called Elvish, right?
It is
It's-
Elvish. I just said it wrong.
A lot
I-
of them also speak Sylvan, though.
We don't. The Sylvan, that's more the wood elf thing, and my mother is he's the other kind, the high. They're very impressed with how high they are, and
Now I just look a bit racist.
no, not at all. It's a cultural thing. I think that really the elves are probably the racist ones, but I suppose I shouldn't say that too loud here in one of their pubs.
I imagine Thormir's getting some shitty looks.
Not really. There's a bunch of. Oh, you didn't say that in characters. That makes sense.
Roll a perception check.
Is that a thing in this world? Like, is that a prejudice, elves versus dwarves?
No, not really.
Oh, never mind. I wouldn't have thought that. I'm so used to.
Tell a
It's
high
a pretty.
went,
It's such a common prejudice in
There's
the
actually a bunch of dwarves around the. I'll take you by. There's a dwarf bar. It's not. I hear from my dwarf friends that it's not very dwarf, but it's a dwarf bar. Like the dwarves like to drink there. But it's not. It's not like back home or whatever. It's just sort of a bar there where they ended up going.
I mean, I'm sure there's some fun stories.
I don't remember most of them, but I bet there's some.
You actually remember the name of that tavern is the Folded Irons.
The Folded Irons.
That's
that
an
was a good-
amazing name.
It's a good place. It's a good place. Or I think it's a good place. Like I said, well, never mind. Look, I went to Bard College. It was good, but I don't remember all of it.
Uh-huh.
As Telahay is right, like basically
Giving a
all
travelogue of
this- Yeah.
Coda City.
You guys notice you're getting some looks from people. Nothing like strange or out of the ordinary, but you definitely catch some looks because you guys are largely in matched armor
Yeah.
and
We're
matched
like
colors,
a group of like uniformed mercs, like
except
sitting
you're
around
tourists
this table.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
On
are tourists.
vacation, just in uniform.
we're fucking two flower is like collectively what we are. Two flower
Uh,
luggage.
Oh, the luggage.
Vestra will like go up to Thormir and be like, if you would want to go to that dwarven bar, I would be bringing Fitz along for an event.
You may find me a more apt student than you expect. Then again, you may still find me at the dwarven bar after you leave.
I would
Hey,
like to go.
Are you guys going to go on a bar crawl in Coda City?
Yes.
Sure sounds like it.
All I want to do is take my
Pub crawl.
Like-
Pub crawl.
decent
Oh my God.
constitution and proficiency in constitution saves and make a like 1 in a million chance at out drinking Vestra. That's all I want.
Well, there are a lot of pubs and bars in Coda City,
It's
as
the capital city.
yeah,
It's gonna
as
have a lot of
Telehay has told
bars.
you.
Should we get some fancy clothes for the fancier bars?
I mean, you
There
might
are
want to get some fancy clothes for the wedding.
wedding. Yeah.
Oh
there's
shit!
some
Right.
Very
I
excellent.
thought we were trying to stop that.
I mean, we may. But we should probably be prepared.
Going to the wedding
Um,
should be plan B.
I want a
What's
nice
for me?
tuxedo.
I'm pretty sure that we're good. There's some very, very excellent clothiers in town. I'm sure that Mother will have a recommendation for which one she would prefer that we use.
So we should use the exact opposite of the one that she recommends.
Depends on. Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, ordinarily yes, but I really don't know how to approach this. You know,
It
We'll
is
see how
quite
to-
a weird subject.
we'll
No matter
see
what.
how tonight goes. But
No matter what, we've got your back.
Yeah, your family.
that's
It's
very
fuck-
kind.
As fucked up as it is, we're all family.
Well,
Maybe not
Yes.
with the dwarf, but everybody else, yeah, for sure.
no, it's kind of you. Kind. Means I've got sort of a couple of wyvern niece. I don't know what.
Nephew
Niece
and
and
niece.
nephew?
Oh, that's weird. Never had a sibling really.
Well, you randomly just got a bunch of them.
Apparently,
You've
yeah.
got us. It's all good.
It's very kind. I appreciate it. Don't understand it, but appreciate it.
I'll drink to that.
If we want to go shopping before tonight, that might not be a terrible way to spend the time.
Okay.
Since I would hope that we don't all get, like, I appreciate the pub crawl idea, but I do hope that we don't all get roaring drunk before we meet me mother.
Yeah, no, that's for a later date when we're not.
That's
Yeah.
after we meet your mother.
Seems like we
Yeah,
save something
totally
for
do.
after.
First we work, then we
Right.
play.
So I would like to look for the Arcanist shop to send other people besides me in. Do I remember
Oh, the
where-
magic shop.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, easy peasy. Hold on a second. I gotta.
Seems like
I
something
keep
can go
closing
with
my
you for.
notes.
Don't do that, Echo. You might need
I'm
those.
sorry.
You know, I haven't played Mori in freaking months, but every time someone mentions a magic shop, I get freaking excited.
Oh no.
I've been
I
trying to
love that,
uphold
like,
the
while
tradition,
I was
man.
bullshitting in that long string, like Echo was like sticking things on the map based on shit I was saying.
Okay. So, yeah, you know where the arcane shop is. It's called the Equinox. It is in the higher end of town. You give them directions, which I will plaster that on the map as well.
I love how interactive this is. It's nice.
No.
I wish it was easier to like put things in, but the drawing tool
Yeah,
is no one's fault.
I
but
already nagged my brother about fixing that.
it's,
Hopefully
it's,
he'll write a mod for me.
it's real bad.
Are the
Dennis is
forges
gonna
in
run
Ash
D&D for him and
Village?
his kids, so hopefully I
Well,
can.
the Curious Forge is.
The Tinker Shop.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tinker Shop.
I'm talking more of the normal blacksmiths.
So those
This
are
is for
fucking
narrow, right?
everywhere, man. You can find
Oh,
one.
okay. I didn't know if they had like a centralized location.
No, there's no like Artificer Lane in Coda City. Coda City kind of grew more randomly than that in all directions. So, like, there are sections where they like built the town, put a wall around it. The town got bigger. They took down the wall. They put the wall up in other places. Like, it kept growing in all directions. So there's no like rhyme or reason to where things are. Coda City is one of the oldest cities in Amaranth, so it doesn't make any fucking sense.
I'm just trying to keep up with the part of my backstory that I kind of forgot to do for the longest time.
It's all good. We can identify that, but first, let's go ahead and handle Nerl going to the Tinkers
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
because he has not gotten to do anything yet. So
Yeah.
let's.
He's okay with that. He can do it later.
We'd be like, don't pay attention to me.
Sleepy, all eyes on you. Okay, so. All right. Sleepy, you've gotten directions to the Curious Forge. And as you take a carriage ride over there, and as you get off the carriage, you see Curious Forge is kind of nestled into this more open neighborhood than the rest of Kotaska looks like. And that's because there are a lot of open smelters here, and they are just billowing smoke up into the sky. And you can imagine people probably don't want to live that close to that. But Curious Forge is a pretty big building, and the glass front kind of shows all sorts of strange knickknacks and metallic contraptions and wooden models and things like that. You going in?
Oh, for certain. But I'm also just looking at all of this cool stuff.
Okay. And did anybody go with Mr. Nerl to
Nope.
the Tinker Shop?
I definitely would have been interested. So unless he like ducked out without gathering folks, I would have gone with him.
Okay.
I mean,
you're
If we
doing
knew
this-
he was going, I'm going with him.
Yeah,
Okay, so Fitz and Nerl are heading into the
it
Curious
makes
Forge.
sense that he's going with me.
It does, yeah. Thinking
But
about-
only you and I know that, I think, right?
Yeah, so far.
Okay, so as you step into the Tinker Shop, you are gifted with tall wooden walls, a whole lot of
I love the music.
knickknacks, and the sounds
Oh,
of
there's music.
clockwork and machinery. And you see one of the first ones you've seen, a half-orc, kind of looks up with a huge, like he's got these huge spectacles with crap loads of lenses hanging off of them. And when he looks up and sees you guys, they kind of rattle as he says, "Oh, hello."
This is a wonderful place you have here.
Thank you.
The Curious Forge.
That's the one. What can I do for you?
Well, I have a bit of a shopping list, and I was wondering how much of it I could get here.
Well, probably most of it. I think I have all sorts of crap in here. Some of it in better condition than others. I do try to fix things up, but that's, we can only do so much.
Understandable. Right now, I'm just looking for, we'll only take the things that I can really carry with me. A copper sphere and an inversion gear.
An inversion gear. And you see he is looking at he almost has like a ledger of all the crap he has, and he's like shifting through pages, and he says, "Can you describe what this inversion gear does?"
My friend here would be much better at it.
You didn't do the reading I gave you. No, I'm kidding.
I did do the reading, but it doesn't
Kidding, I'm
describe
kidding.
it.
I'm kidding. I will describe the inversion sphere, and my depth at that I think will be decided by this Arcana check, which I'd love to roll for you.
Go ahead.
All right.
And are you perhaps describing the transmutation inverter gear from the Mind Forges?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a percentile.
I think it is called the inversion sphere in Gopher's notes.
Roll
I,
me-
I'm reading it, and it's just called the inversion gear.
Okay, Dan,
Yes, sir.
high or low?
Hi, for sure.
High?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless it's low, then in which case,
You've already said high.
no, I'm just kidding.
Okay. So this Tinkerer is like, as you're describing the transmutation inverter and the sphere, and he's like, I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
How about this? Let me.
I have all
Please.
sorts of like, and he like goes and he pulls down what looks like kind of a rudimentary plasma ball sort of thing. It's just basically a copper sphere on a rod.
I
And he's
do
like,
need a copper sphere.
Well, you can take it off of this. If you'd like, I can pull it off. That would be just a second, Spark.
That'd be most
Um,
helpful.
How about, well, let me put this to you, Echo. Is it that I understand what I want and I just suck at describing it, which I can see how that's par for fits? Or is it that I don't really understand it?
No, you understand what you want, and you're describing it accurately.
Okay, okay.
They're just not. They don't turn up in every. They're not
How
going
about
to be
the
something
how
that you
about-
can just find.
Do you think I can list off its constituent parts?
Sure.
I'd like to do that instead and ask him if he can provide me the parts, and then I'll look at it now and I'll be like, I think we can put it together in my shop.
I'd
okay.
love to be of any assistance that can be.
All right, hold on. I need to
Your
look
job
at.
will be to put out the fires.
Okay, just a minute. I have to pull up the Beaupric's notes because that's when I worked all this out.
No worries.
It's been a long time.
If you want just that one, I think I sent it to Sleepy. He might be able to drop it in the Discord.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
have
I've
his
got it
Discord up right now.
now. If that's all you need.
Screwdriver for.
I sent the one sheet to you through Discord, Echo.
Thank you, but I'm looking through all of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, I got it. All right. So you described the transmutation gear, which is it's basically a copper gear that is inscribed with a whole bunch of runes that make it an inversion gear. Okay. Yeah, he's like confused. He doesn't have what you're asking for, basically. But he does have, like, when you list off the other materials, he can easily provide you gallons of pure mineral oil.
Sure.
And as far
Okay.
as
Copper here.
as far as Banasite, he doesn't have 2,000 gold worth of Banasite.
I don't have 2,000 gold, so I wasn't gonna ask for that one.
Okay.
Big one.
He
Yeah,
does.
Any
He does have like a small supply of it, but you could get like 150 gold worth of it.
So we can definitely get the copper sphere and the 2 gallons of mineral oil.
Yes, you can absolutely do that.
the acreage of silver wire.
You that might be hard to find as well. But you can find silver wire here. He has a lot of it, but he's not going to have quite 2 miles of it. Also, you know that for the inversion gear, you basically need a brass gear that you can inscribe the runes on, Fitz.
Does he
Right,
have
yeah,
a
so does he have a
brass
brass
gear at
gear?
all?
Yeah, he has all sorts of clockwork.
Oh, cool.
He has gears of all shapes and sizes.
I'd like to purchase the mineral oil, the copper sphere, and 1 brass gear.
Okay, no problem. Let me see here. And he starts pulling all these things out. A huge metal jug filled with mineral oil that he sets on the counter and all the other things. And he unscrews that sphere from the electrical experiment and sets that down as it rolls around. And okay, going to need about 45 gold, please.
Sure thing. And I'll give him
Okay.
45 gold.
Okay, you now have a brass gear, a 4-inch copper sphere, and 2 gallons of mineral oil.
Want to gather some silver wire?
How much did he say he had?
Hold on. I will roll for that.
Gonna be a someone get piecemeal. Might as well start now.
He has 400 feet.
That's not very much.
32 miles. They might not even be worth gathering around.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not going to bother with that?
No, not really.
Okay.
I will, before we leave, I'll just ask him if he has anything interesting. I'll use that exact phrase.
Interesting. Of course I have something interesting. What sort of interesting?
What's the most puzzling thing you have in this shop? Anything you're working on, or something you're not quite sure what it does?
He, begins rustling through all sorts of random, he goes in the back behind his podium, and he just starts rustling through all sorts of crates. And finally, he comes up with this tiny little, it's a little metal. It looks like a brass platform with a single metal prong that goes up and leaks down into a hook. And he sets it on the counter, and he says, "If you prick your finger, it shows you what you are in a past life."
That is interesting. May I? And I'll offer my finger.
You prick your finger?
Yeah.
Roll a D100.
Well, I ask him for permission first, and then I say,
Yeah, he
then I
just kind of
will,
nods
if he lets me.
eagerly.
"Sure."
That sounds fascinating. I'd love to try it as well.
Yeah, roll a D100.
Sorry, I just tried to.
I wonder if Thormir was like a worm or something.
There
in
goes.
his past life.
What the fuck? Why are you so mean to Thormir?
Fitz at a 32.
Because he's me.
Yes.
As you prick your finger, the blood kind of hangs onto the brass prong, and then it drips away, and it's kind of spreads out in the air just below the prong into the shape of this long, kind of almost canine-like creature, and then it hits you. You're looking at an otter.
Oh.
That's fucking perfect, frankly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Here's little otter boy.
And then Meryl, you prick your finger, and when the blood drips down, it spreads out into the broad, outstretched wings of an eagle.
Aww.
Pretty soon I'll be able to become one of those, actually.
I don't
return
know
to
if
one of
it's
those.
actually true, or if it just kind of picks an animal, because it seems like every time someone does it, it's different. So I don't know. But it's interesting. It's very strange. I don't know where it came from.
Thank you for sharing it with us. Appreciate your time, Master Craftsman.
I'm so curious
Right?
Same.
because, okay, so I'm part spider and it's very obvious. What freaking animal would choose for me? 'Cause, like,
part
obviously
spider?
a boar. Duh.
You-
A
I-
boar that got turned into a nice.
I wish we were in person because the look I just gave you Jeez.
Where is my drink?
Well, I'd be happy to meet you guys in person, even if you are giving me dirty looks.
Aw.
Well, the guy's like, "What? You interested? You want to buy it? It's only 5 gold."
Oh, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Of course, a deal's a deal. And he pushes the strange blood previous life telling object into your hands for 5 gold.
I pack it away in my pack, and I look at Neryl and I say, "Now this will make for a fine celebration after all this nasty business is behind us." Did you guys hear me or no?
We heard
Yeah.
you.
Okay, Jesus, I thought that was clever, but no, maybe not. All right, no worries. No worries, no big deal.
Oh man,
Uh,
I'm sorry, Fitz.
I just
I'm
noticed
I'm not
the
there. I
Kiwi
didn't
footing.
answer because I'm not there.
Kiwi.
Hey, it's a neat fact.
Fun fact: you were gross in a previous. Okay, so you guys, is there anything else you want to look for in the Tinker Shop?
no, that was just hanging out.
No, that was
Okay.
very productive and fun.
All right. As you guys head on back toward the inn, let's see here. Who's
Oh, good.
next? That was a real question. Who's next?
Well,
Right?
I talked about going to the magic shop.
Oh yes.
Who all wants to
Equinox.
come? I mean, I feel
Oh,
like everyone
damn.
should go to the magic shop. Telahai was thinking
Where's
that
the
she would
magic
just,
shop?
Like,
Is that the
lead people
Equinox?
to it and then
What
not
is-
go inside because of the whole awkward thing where she tried to sell it a cursed object several years ago.
Yeah, shit. I definitely
You're
would be-
blacklisted for sure.
Well, she didn't know it was a cursed object at the time. But so she just wanted to like get because I mean it's a cool magic shop and wanted to let people sort of explore the cool things in the city that she claims not to have anything to do with.
Oh my
Just-
God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Item that's just a never-ending plate of tostadas.
So
I
She's
would
got-
also like a never-ending plate of tostadas. What?
I mean, I would also like a. Okay, we can't just keep
We're
going.
all on the same page here. We all like tostados.
Yeah.
No one's anti-endless tostados, okay?
That's awesome.
If I make it back in time, I would have loved to go to the magic shop.
Sure. I don't care. You guys can all go everywhere you want.
I'm going with.
I'm not gonna
I
tell you
feel
guys
loved.
no. You can't have fun. You can go
Feel
wherever
loved.
you want. I'm like trying to think like would he have made it in time, and I'm like, who gives a shit? Yeah, you went to the magic shop.
Yay! Magic shop, magic shop.
And on that note, sure, Kiwi, roll me a D100. Let's see what your finger prick was.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm waiting. I'm
Yes.
waiting. I'm waiting to bring it out to the bar.
Okay, we can break it up.
Okay,
We can do it.
okay.
I don't want to ruin your reveal there.
Gotta be amazing.
I swear if a good spider.
You were Thormir in a previous life. You were Thormir in a previous
I
life.
mean, there is a spider on this chart. It's
No, I feel like you might have been a Goliath paladin.
okay. Anyway,
Magic shop.
so you guys head on over to the Equinox, and it is a very handsome stone, really large stone brick building. And as you head in the front, you are greeted by. Hold on a second.
A
A
candy
very-
shop.
A crap load of potion bottles and vials. Just that's all that fills your vision right off the bat is a whole lot of potions and vials and glasses and ingredients. And then in the middle of the shop, raised on a pedestal, like in a huge, secure, like very large glass case, is the most ornate and brilliant longsword any of you have ever seen.
Ramir's instantly drooling.
It gleams with radiant energy, and if you're there, it like you can almost feel it, a presence coming from it.
Oh, sure. I could be there for that.
Okay.
I will
Probably
I
not,
will gravitate towards it.
It's like in a glass case, and it's got this very long, very well embellished silver hilt that spreads out into almost angelic wings with a huge blue sapphire right in the middle that almost glows with like almost like a presence or a sentience to it. And then the long blade is spread out with a huge what the fuck is that called? The thing in the middle of a blade that makes it
Fang?
lighter.
The blood
Feather?
strip thing.
The fuller. That's what it's called. A huge fuller running down the length of it.
I was trying to figure out what you were
The blood strip.
I just
thing.
had to find the word. It has nothing to do with blood. Anyway, but it is a very beautiful sword, and it gleams with workmanship. And as you are all kind of gravitated to look at it, you hear a "Hello there. Hello. Can I help
Hello.
you?" And as you turn, there is a tiny, tiny gnome, short even for a gnome standards, in a long cloak, and he has a very large book open in his hands, and he's looking up at you all. Welcome
Oh,
to the
yeah.
products.
Wow, that really is small.
I'll greet him in Gnomish
Ah,
and then ask in Common, "What's the story of this sword?"
that was granted to me by King Vilthy himself. It's a Holy Avenger,
Shit.
weapon of legendary stature.
Not a holy diver.
No,
I can feel the energy on it. It's incredible.
it is
It's-
magnificent.
Indeed. Grafson shit is there.
Is there anything I can do to try to detect, like, what? Is there a deity tied to it or anything?
Oh man, what spells have you got?
I gotta identify. I'll do it next to her.
You have to touch it, and it's
I have
in
detect
glass case.
magic.
Mhm.
I've
It
got,
is very magic.
I've got.
It's very holy magic.
I asked Gnome
Tell you
and
what,
Gnomish
roll me a history check.
if I may touch it. Oh shit. Okay.
Are you
okay,
asking if
history
you can
check.
touch it? He says,
Yeah, I definitely start with like greetings, Master Craftsman. Is it possible if I may touch that?
I didn't make that. Are you full of? Oh my god. But and he roll a persuasion check.
Oh, good. Fits with a charisma check. Nothing better.
You keep
That's the way to
doing
start
it.
off a session. Persuasion. Nice one. Yeah.
I'm afraid the product must stay within the case, except for those prospective buyers.
How much
I'm
is it?
interested in buying it.
It is 165,000 gold pieces for that
Oh.
particular sword.
I'm definitely interested in buying it. I'm gonna try to tell him that.
You're interested in? You're telling me? Okay.
I give Fitz a look but say nothing because I
Roll
really want to
another-
know.
Roll a deception check, and I'm gonna roll an insight to get.
Okay. So listen, when you said 115, I'm like, wow, that's extremely cheap. And then 1,000 hit it. I'm like, Jesus frick, wait.
Yes, same.
So you rolled a 7 on your deception.
Well,
I
knew
rolled
it
a
was gonna be
natural 1.
high.
Oh,
So he believes.
the world's best lie.
So he says,
Yay!
"You can touch the hilt, but just for a moment."
A moment is more than enough. Thank you.
Fits,
I'm
fits.
looking at everybody else who watched me just lie horribly at this gnome who's stupider than I am.
I just have my hands clasped and I'm jumping up and down next to you. It's good.
I feel like Cormier
Yeah.
believed him.
When I get a chance to touch it, I hit it with identify.
Okay.
So in that case, for Fitz, it's like he pulls out a special pair of specs and looks at it carefully. All the other stuff that goes with artificial magic.
The instant you touch it, a very clear, feminine voice fills your mind, and you hear, "You are not the sort to wield me." Your identify spell it reveals it as a Holy Avenger, which is a +3 legendary weapon. It requires attunement by a paladin. When you hit a fiend or an undead with it, that creature takes an extra 2d10 radiant damage. It has a huge aura radius around it of 10 feet, and if you have 17 or more levels in the paladin class, the aura is increased by 30 feet.
Fucking hell, it's like even more overpowered than fucking.
You
Does,
share any of that, Fitz?
Does the voice like?
Than Fable.
Is it in my head or is it out loud?
It's in your head. You definitely hear a clear feminine voice say, "You have no business with me as a weapon."
I respond thinking, I have no intention to wield you, merely an admirer who is looking and gazing upon your magnificence, and then I let go.
Okay.
And
the
then
instant
I,
he touched it, like a burst, like what you guys saw, is Fitzroy reached out, touched the sword. A burst of radiant light went out in 10 feet, and then immediately went back up into the sword.
Wow.
I look at the gnome and I'm like, that's normal for me.
So what did you learn?
That sword is far beyond any of us, and in fact, I think it best that it stays here until it finds its rightful owner. It's just simply too magnificent for any of us.
That's what you learned?
Beautiful.
Didn't learn where it came from, or
Roll a history check now that you know that it's a Holy
It-
Avenger, Jonathan Fitzroy.
Sure.
Can I?
Can I be
okay.
like shakily
Go ahead,
drinking
mister.
from my coffee?
I know this is a
Yes,
shot in the
ability.
dark, but do I recognize the blade by any chance?
Do you recognize the blade by any chance? Roll me a history check.
Ooh.
A natural 20. So, Vestra, there is something about this blade that is familiar to you.
Oh.
You're not sure what it is. Maybe it's the craftsmanship, maybe it's the shape. You're not sure, but it is familiar.
Okay.
Kith, you can try, but the gnome is like right there. If you try to sneak it, roll sleight of hand.
Wait, is she trying to touch it?
Yeah.
You-
Fuck,
oh,
hang on.
Great check, everybody. Great check.
Turns out wizards don't have great perception.
Wait,
Yeah, you
wait.
touch it.
Is it gonna really blast the
Finger.
light?
What do you say, Vester?
No, freaking. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have seen a freaking natural 20 inside of hand.
So, Kith, as Fitzroy is identifying it with the flash of energy, you touch it as well.
I want to touch it.
Okay.
So holy.
You hear a very clear feminine voice in your head as well, Kith, that says,
Stop touching me.
"You are no champion. You would do me no service."
Oh. Harsh.
How'd that history do?
What kind of
Becca?
champion are you looking for?
Oh, shit,
Uh,
sorry.
if you are staying on there to have a conversation, you're gonna have to roll it outside hand, because you now at this point Fitzroy would have pulled his hand away, and then you're just standing there poking a sword as the gnome's looking at you.
No, that's okay. She'll let go.
Okay, all right. That 26 history, Fitzroy, on the Holy Avenger.
That's what I'm here for, man. Intelligence checks.
Yeah. You've definitely heard of this sword. It's very old.
There's only one.
There is only one. It is ancient. There have been many swords made to be similar in strength or ability to it, but this is the only one of its kind. You have heard tales of the Holy Avenger being wielded against the Divine Tyrant thousands of years ago before the Silence.
Holy shit. So I think probably in character, how this would have played out for Fitz is he touches the sword, blasts the light. Before anybody can like jump on him, he's reaching, putting coffee, goes and kind of sits down. He's like, "That's way too magnificent for any of us," etc., etc. And then as Kith is pressing him, he says, "That's the Holy Avenger. Wielded against the Divine Tyrant before the Silence. It's the only sword of its make in the world. It is quite possibly the holiest thing that any of us have ever seen."
Wow. It's just sitting here? That's kind of sad.
For sale, it's depressing.
So, that is as a bird in the corner of the room chirps out over Fitzroy's concern. The gnome kind of turns and looks at the rest of you and says, "Well, was there anything else? Or did you just come to goggle at my wares?"
Don't you think the sword could do more good if it was in the hands of somebody that was serving a cause?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And until the day that King Filthy sends me one, it will stay here.
Oh. Okay.
For sale.
You feel you're
Uh-huh.
fit to protect it?
Well, he's protected it so far.
Suppose that's
Yes,
true.
I do.
Suppose that's
She's
true.
got a point.
Well, I'll
Oh.
just say thank you and wander around, peeking at the sword a lot, but also feeling
Yeah.
unworthy.
Fitz is just looking at it like, holy shit, I'm alive still after touching that. That's like the third super powerful magic artifact I've touched in the last couple days. I'm gonna take a break for a little while.
You gotta quit doing that, man.
Yeah. Don't just poke everything. Jesus.
Okay. Are you guys gonna look around at the different wares in the magic shop, or are you just gonna
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see
All
what
right.
type of armaments he has.
I mean, sure. Magic's weird.
Okay. So let's see here. Okay. Let's do this by this way. Okay. So there are a whole lot of scrolls for sale here. There are also a couple of robes that are covered in different patches. There are several suits of armor on display. There looks like there's a couple of staves. There is a very ornately decorated sickle. There is a couple of rings. There is this weird bowl that's always filled with water, and it's got these strange, like, ornate runes carved on the outside of it. There is a very fancy-looking mace. It's got like these twin prongs that point off the. It almost looks like if you could imagine the image of Sauron's crown. It kind of looks like that, but on a mace.
Oh, I think we all know what Sauron's crown looks like. I don't think there's anybody in this group geeky enough for Online Dungeons and Dragons, but not
Yeah, I
Lord of the
figured
Rings.
that. I figured that reference would work. So, anything that I've said off the top, does that catch anybody's attention?
The suits of armor.
Okay. There is a suit of armor that looks it looks like light armor, and it looks like it is covered in barnacles and corals and reefs and all sorts of little pieces of what almost look like pieces of boat, but they're minute. That is mariner's armor, which lets you swim at your full movement speed. It is magical armor. It's as soon as you fall unconscious, the armor will make you rise 60 feet toward the surface. So basically, it's armor for fighting underwater.
It's Ford's armor.
It is. Yeah, it is Ford's armor, straight up. And then there is a suit of heavy armor. It is when you look at it, you read the little tag. It is Splint Mail of Resistance. It is +2 magic armor that also grants you resistance to a particular magic. This one grants resistance to lightning.
What's the price tag on that one?
That one, where'd it go? I just lost it.
If it had said psychic damage, you realize I would have freaking got that so quick. That's the only thing that can hurt me.
Blame the
Vestra,
D10.
I can actually make you psychic resistance to armor.
Really?
It is 6,000 gold pieces for that armor.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we can do
it's
that.
+2.
It is a +2. Yeah, it's significant. Let's see here. Other
I mean,
armors.
I'm unprompted as of now, but if we have that dialogue later, I'm sure I can figure that out.
Oh, and then there is also near the armors there is it looks like a cloak. The little tag calls it a mantle of spell resistance, and it grants you advantage on all saving throws against spells.
Would be useful for some of us.
Yes. That one is 4,500 gold.
Oh shit!
Let's see. And then, as far as armors go, that's pretty much what they have for... Oh, and then I guess the robes of the different patches are in the same area. They are both robes of useful items. One of them has 6 special patches, and the other one has 10.
How much is the smaller row of useful items?
That one is 2,800. And it has...
How much do we? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. This one has 2 of the dagger patches, 2 of the 10-foot patches, 1 of the riding horse with saddlebags patches, 1 of the silver coffer patches, and 1 of the portable ram patches.
Because the day that we got the reward, I didn't have my D&D Beyond working. Can someone explain to me how much we got again? I think it was like 1250, right?
That was 1,500.
1800. Okay.
I only have 1,100, so
Hold on, I got the text from Wander here. Hold up. 100 or 1250.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Just checking. Fitz looks at it wistfully.
And then you were talking about armaments there, Thormir.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The Morning Star is, according to the sign, it is a Morning Star of warning.
Just like the hammer.
It's just like the hammer. It warns you of danger. While the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. You and any of your companions within 30 feet of you cannot be surprised by anything other than non-magical sleep. No, I'm sorry. Except when you're incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon will magically awaken you and your companions within range if any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins. So it is actually a decent weapon.
Yeah.
It'd
That
be useful
one.
if Vestra ever slept, but she's always in the corner sharpening stuff, thinking of threatening things to say.
And
Well, you know how
I
it
think Vestra has that as is because danger sense.
Yeah, I got advantage on initiative and stuff like that.
junk like
that
that.
Morning Star is 1,000 gold pieces flat.
It's not that bad, honestly.
But isn't our Morningstar one-handed?
It is. It's basically a magical mace.
Yeah.
Okay,
That would be
then
fun, but I'd have to get out.
Then there is a Staff of Striking.
That's really good for whacking people.
It is. This staff can be wielded as a magical quarterstaff that grants a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. The staff has 10 charges. When you hit with a melee attack using it, you can expend up to 3 of its charges. For each charge you expend, the target takes an extra 1d6 force damage. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 charges daily at dawn. If you use the last charge, if you roll a 1 on a d20, it just becomes a stick. So, basically, it's like a staff of hit people really hard 10 times. And then it recharges every day. That one, being just a +1 bonus, is going to be 1,100 gold pieces.
I got the Wukong staff. I think it's good.
Okay. All right, and then let's see here.
See anything in the wondrous category?
Oh, there are plenty.
I'm not
Wondrous.
in there, but before you guys went inside, Telehai would ask you to keep an eye out for any daggers.
All right, because she lost her dagger. There is a dagger, which I forgot to mention earlier. There is a flame tongue dagger.
Ooh.
That one is 2,100 gold pieces.
Seems very fitting for Telehai with her fiery tongue.
Yes, it does. Hold on, let me pull it up. I mean, we all know what a flame tongue is, I think, but
2,100 is a lot.
it is. It is a magic dagger. God damn it. My internet has decided that it doesn't want to work.
I hear you, which is the important part.
Yeah, that's the weird part, too.
It is the important part, though.
Oh, it was roll 20. Okay.
Ah.
All right. So, you use the bonus action to speak this magic dagger's command word, causing flames to erupt from the blade. These flames can shed bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light for an additional 40 feet. While the sword is ablaze, it deals an extra 2d6 fire damage to any target it hits. The flames last until you use a bonus action to speak the command word again, or until you drop or sheathe the dagger. So that's what that do. All right, and then wondrous items. The mantle of spell resistance, as I described earlier, is a wondrous item. Then the bowl of water is a bowl of commanding water elementals. While this bowl is filled with water, you can use an action to speak the bowl's command word and summon a water elemental as if you had cast the conjure elemental spell. The bowl can't be used this way again until the next dawn. So, that's what do. And the conjure elemental spell, for that help, lasts 1 hour with a casting time of 1 minute. And so basically, you summon a water elemental to come help you out for an hour by filling this bowl with water.
Right.
You can
I
do it
assume
once a
the
day.
command word is not on the placard.
No. They don't really want people to just summon a water.
Is there like a
elemental.
clearance rack or no?
The cheaper stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. There's lots of scrolls. There is on the wondrous item, there is a rope of climbing, which is pretty damn useful. The rope of climbing, the 60-foot length of silk rope, weighs 3 pounds and hold up to 3,000 pounds. If you hold one end of the rope and use its action to speak the command word, the rope animates. As a bonus action, you can command the other end to move toward a destination you choose. That end moves 10 feet on your turn when you first command it, and 10 feet on each of your turns until it reaches its destination. And you can also tell it to the rope to fasten itself securely, or to unfasten itself, to knot or unknot, or to coil itself for carrying.
That might have helped us with the river, huh?
It really would.
Yeah.
What's the rope of climbing price tag?
That one is 450 gold pieces.
How do we feel
Question.
about that, guys?
That's actually really cheap. But question: can the rope just be like if we can say tie them up? Can they go and tie someone up?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh, I
I mean,
think that's a good move.
It moves real slow. So, like, if the person's moving, it, like, has to chase them around. Like, that's not really...
Just a rope chase. Nobody around.
That's not really a practical thing to try and have your rope of climbing tie people up by itself, but you technically could do it.
How do we feel about it? I'm of the opinion personally that if we don't leap on this opportunity now, we may be in a rope climbing needy situation later.
Okay, well,
I don't think we need it.
I also have a counterpoint. I can walk on any surface.
I don't think we need it.
Great counterpoint. I agree.
I think
Okay.
that's a lot of money to pay for a rope that has pretty much 1 or 2 uses.
Sure.
And,
Alright.
and,
And
and
we've
I
already survived every climbing situation so far, so
and I feel a majority of those uses.
Very true. I can also cast spider climb. I guess that we're probably okay in this regard.
It's
I
a
just
cool
think
rope,
there's
though.
better uses of our money. If we're gonna spring for something for the group, I think there's
Perhaps
better
we should
choices.
also look into potions at some point.
Yeah.
Potions
Yes,
or
do
a
that.
wand, or you know.
Yeah,
Get-
what's in the wand
Get
department?
the casters alarmed, yeah.
They have a wand of magic missiles. Hang on a second. Hang
A classic.
on. Of course.
Very classic.
I hear there's a
Okay.
cactus wand wandering about, maybe, or no?
I'm afraid not.
Not today.
I miss that wand every day.
I would be ticked if it was in the shop.
Yeah, that would suck. Hang on.
I'd have some words with Iriakis later, like, dude, you turned around and hawked it?
They have a wand of magic missiles. They have a wand of the war mage. They have a wand of what is this? Blur. A wand of blur.
Ooh.
They have a pair of winged boots. They have
Winged boots?
yeah, they let you fly.
Ah.
They have a wand of tiny servant.
That's kind of cool. I like that
That
one.
sounds awesome.
Okay, so like, if I put on the fly boots,
On your hands.
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of my statement. I don't know where to go with that.
While you wear these boots, you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed. You can use the boots to fly for up to 4 hours, all at once or in several shorter flights. Each one is a minimum of 1 minute for the duration. The boots regain 2 hours of flying capability for every 12 hours they aren't in use.
I think the question is, can she wear haste and
How much
flying?
are the boots?
They require attunement. I'm gonna say, despite the jokes earlier, I'm gonna limit it to the Drider wearing 1 pair of boots.
Okay, that's fair. It's very fair. Thank you. Because that's too much power.
How much are those boots?
The winged boots are. Hold on, let me look at the thing.
Because I'm really interested in these because that could increase my combat potentiality by.
Because if you give the Drider hasted boots and the ability to go in every form, like not just on walls, but through the air as well, it's just an unstoppable force, and I don't
Yeah.
want that.
So the winged boots are an uncommon magic item, which means they cost 500 gold pieces.
Hmm.
Oh shit!
If no one's
God.
adverse to it, I really want to buy those.
That seems like a very good deal.
Yeah, that's a great deal. If you don't buy them, I'll buy them. Shit.
So everyone good?
Flying, flying
I will
dwarf,
buy- I will-
flying dwarf,
Yes,
flying dwarf.
I'm gonna become the flying dwarf.
Okay,
I'm
you
gonna
You
buy
buy
a
need
it right
pair.
them
there.
to be at like normal people height most of the time, or what?
Yes, I will buy those for 500.
Okay, you buy a pair of winged boots.
Hells, yes. Can you drop that in my pocket?
I will do so.
That was a mighty hit to the coffers, but winged boots. I'm becoming the short red baron.
Yeah. I don't really know what else to say to that. And it's there in your pocket. Make sure you please keep in mind that you spent 500 gold on that.
Yeah, I already marked it off.
Okay.
Anything else in the 500 gold price range?
Oh, in the 500 gold price range. Let's see.
Well, shit, if flight is that cheap, I'm looking for this. That's kind of cool.
Specifically because it's uncommon.
I will not see.
Okay, let's see. There is a. Oh, there are +1 arrows for 12 gold pieces apiece. He only has 5 of
Wander.
those.
Yes.
+1 arrows.
What?
He has +1 arrows for 12 gold apiece, but there's only 5 of them. You can pick those up for 60 gold if you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, make a note. 5 +1 arrows. Okay, hang on.
Got it.
Oh, the wand of magic missiles is 350 gold pieces.
That's actually pretty good. for
That's not bad.
a
Somebody
decent
should buy
spell.
that.
Yeah, it's pretty good for like a bonus action ping. Because aren't those auto targeting?
Yes.
Magic missile is auto targeting, yes.
That's right, because it's only like a D4 damage per missile.
Yeah.
D4 +1. Okay, and I think that as far as 500 and below, aside from scrolls, that's it. He has lots of scrolls, but you guys don't seem to care about those.
I guess I'll hear you out.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm being horrible.
All right. There are a lot of scrolls. There's a scroll of Other Spray, a scroll of Sword Burst, a scroll of Catapult, a scroll of Ray of Frost, a scroll of Lightning Lure, a scroll of Hypnotic Pattern, a scroll of Scorching Ray, a scroll of Blur, a scroll of Warding Wind. Yeah, that's a scroll of Blur, not a wand of Blur. Sorry, I had that backwards. A scroll of Warding Wind, a scroll of Tiny Servant, a scroll of Daylight, a scroll of Hold Monster, and a scroll of Resistance Against Fire.
I think, and this is just because I want to spend something. I think I'll just buy the one of magic missiles.
Okay, you buy a wand of magic missiles.
Oh,
I'll put that in your pocket.
that was 300. 350.
350.
Cool.
There you are.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. And then other than that, you guys were talking about potions. Did you want to look at those?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Might as well.
Hold on. Hold on a second here. That's another page. Okay. There's a lot of shit in this magic shop.
No kidding.
It's Capital City, big magic shop. There's only like a few of them in Amaranth ever. Okay. Sort by price. All right. So lots of potions of healings. Those are all 50 gold pieces. There is an elixir of health. When you drink this potion, it cures any disease afflicting you. And it removes the blind, deaf, and paralyzed and poison conditions. Then there is a potion of greater healing, a potion of climbing, a potion of resistance against psychic, a potion of superior healing, a potion of vitality. What does that do? It removes any exhaustion you are suffering. Yeah, it's okay. It's basically it's
Red
like
Bull.
greater restoration, but without
It's coffee.
all the stuff. For the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend. Okay, that's pretty good.
How much for the greater health potion?
The greater health potion is 250 gold pieces.
How much does that give?
20 hit points.
Alright.
Not bad. Especially with haste, you could do that and still die.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Okay, you're buying a greater healing potion?
Mhm.
All right, stick that in your pocket.
Mm.
Hold on. I'm putting a potion in your pocket.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. How much is that psychic resistance? Because I feel like that was made for me.
Potion of resistance against psychic. That one is a 125 gold pieces.
I'll think about it. You guys can continue choosing.
So those are the potions he's got.
Give any like cool materials or components or anything, or no?
I mean, you can find magic components here for spells. Like, he doesn't have anything super rare, and he probably has limited quantities of the stuff that's super crazy powerful. But you can ask.
All right. Yeah, I guess if I would have heard Vestra like bemoaning that she couldn't buy the armor of psychic resistance, I would have just checked in and like restocked my artificer's supplies so that I can maybe work on an infusion for potion of resist armor, or not a potion of resist, but armor
Potion of
resistance for
don't
psychic.
hit me with that armor.
Potion of please don't kick my ass.
Psychic
No.
resistance.
Ass kick resistance. No, I had the armor resistance with electricity, and I swapped that out for something else, but I could remake it as psychic. So
Okay.
I don't think that's actually anything I need to do officially. It's just topping up my components.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
I have no idea what that is financially.
I don't need
want to make sure I cover my bases.
I have no idea what you'd require for that either. But I understand what you're doing. I don't think you use any components to make stuff.
Yeah, I have my Tinker's tools, and I have a feature that basically says you can remake any tools if you need, as long as you have Tinker tools. So I think I'm okay, but
Yeah, I
just
think
want to
you
make sure I cover my
generate
bases.
things. So
Yeah.
whatever. You sweat out components and important
Yeah,
parts.
exactly.
All right. Well,
That's why I eat so much.
In that case, unless you guys are looking for a specific component or something like that, I don't think there's anything else to pick up, unless you guys want to get some more standard healing potions.
How about shopping around for a 5-minute bio break?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, yeah, that's fine. We'll take a quick bio break.
All right.
Very quick.
All right. Anybody here? No.
Yeah. What's up?
Yes.
I don't know. Just saying hi.
I'm here. I'm just laying down on the couch.
By the way, Kiwi, the reason I picked your character to perch upon as a frog is because you're the only one who hasn't had a pet in this campaign so far, it seems.
Well, she did on her previous character, actually.
Oh, okay.
She was
Never
the
mind
only one
then.
with a pet on her previous character. A really cool, badass pet.
What did she have?
I'll let her tell you.
What
Wait,
did you
we're
have,
talking about
Kiwi?
me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
Okay.
you are Kiwi, if
Yes,
I
I didn't.
recall.
Yes, I had Korea, the fairy dragon.
That's
He
right.
was incredible.
Whatever happened to that?
I
He's in
died.
Perselis.
Oh.
Korea met up with us in Perselis for a little while.
Hold on. I don't know if so you weren't here when I got the art made, so I'm gonna now give you
There you go.
the
Yeah,
official
gimme,
art
Gimme.
of Mori and Korea. Freaking, by the
Awesome.
way, this took months to
Yeah.
get in.
That's right, because I was so fucking confused when I hopped into this campaign, and I was like, is it Strider now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new
Because
character.
yes,
was a
but
very-
you gotta remember that the other videos weren't uploaded, so I was
Yeah.
behind.
Oh.
We're still okay. We just finished the Merryguard town being attacked. That's where we are right now on the internet.
Oh. Wait. Which town?
Who's being attacked?
We're telling where the rest of the world sees our campaign currently.
Yeah. If that's right, it's in Ferrum
Mm.
during the festival.
It's still back at the festival?
Yeah, because I haven't uploaded the next ones.
Oh.
It takes me a long time to do it because my computer is really slow about it.
Oh.
So.
RAM is really cheap right now. It's a good time to buy RAM.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, that's such a nice picture. I love it.
Me too. And I got it right when she died.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that was rough.
Oh. Well, now you have a way to remember.
Yeah, no joke. This is one of my favorite artworks I've ever seen, and not just because it's a character of mine,
No, that's
but
fantastic.
it's just so freaking good.
It is.
Oh, Mori?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just showed me Mori and I don't or the fairy dragon.
Korea.
Sure.
I still feel really bad that Mori kicked the bucket there.
It's fine.
You
So-
should, you murderer.
I mean, no, okay. I had the chance to get out of there, and I just
It's a joke.
yeah, but I had a chance, and I waited a turn, and it killed me for it, and that's fine.
Yeah, but see, moments like that though at least make you feel like your choices have meaning, you know?
Mhm.
Sometimes the dice just I mean if death were not a possibility, like none of the risk would feel
It wouldn't feel validated.
yeah.
Yeah.
You need to
So
have
I
the
mean I'm
risk.
sad that Mori and Ollie are gone. But I wouldn't like unwish that sequence of events.
And
Yeah.
Another campaign of mine, I'm terrified because we've fought our way through a bunch of mind flayers and fucking beholders and shit, and we're about to fight an elder brain.
Ugh,
I am someone's gonna die.
that all
most
sounds
likely.
bad.
It has been terrible.
My response to being a squishy wizard was to get a stupidly strong barbarian.
My response to being a one-trick pony paladin would be a Battlemaster fighter. Mainly because I got my ass kicked by a Battlemaster fighter earlier in that campaign.
I will never
Oh,
forget
yeah.
that fight. You were so.
I remember
I
it
was
very
so
well.
fucking pissed.
It was great.
Parried in at 20.
Well, if Kith
Well, he
goes
had-
down, I'm bringing
he had
in
Ed-
Jax.
He had adamantine armor, so the point of adamantine armor is to say
No.
Stop it. No crit.
I don't like it.
Okay, so you guys remember in the first campaign, for the people who were there for that, what the frick was under that tarp that we delivered? I just want to know.
Oh yeah, I want to know too.
It was a featherweight engine.
Okay.
Okay.
It was the featherweight engine for the mystery.
Right.
I've currently
Which-
got the giant
crashed.
of bread.
Yeah.
I'm currently just taking bites of
I-
big-ass pieces
I-
of bread.
I said the clue. I remember saying the clue that Trolley said the ship looked like it had been sabotaged, so they just had to repair the engine and everything was fine.
God, I freaking glossed over that in my head.
Yeah.
I did not process that at all.
That's okay. There was a lot of little shit going on in that campaign.
It was a lot of fun though. There was so much.
Dude, I freaking hated. Okay, I knew from the start of us doing that delivery mission that there would be some freaking wizard coming to frick me up because as the rogue, that seemed to be what happened to me every single time we got into a fight.
Mhm.
And of course, as always, the first thing that shows up, like the jumps out of the corner alley, is a freaking wizard, and I freaking go down on that person hard because I know they're gonna hurt me, and they still freaking almost killed me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure on my first session, I think that was only with Echo, Sleepy, and the Warlock. Can't remember the character's name.
Warbroth.
Warbroth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Those were the only people who were like present at the table when I had started playing with y'all.
Yep.
And I remember I split a fucking what was it? Griffin in half and just covered Warbroth in gore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh, and
fight
then
was
Warbroth.
a nightmare.
Oh,
That
Warbroth
whole fight
blew
was
fire at
just awful.
That was
Yeah.
my first fight with
It-
Paladin.
It wasn't nearly as bad as a fight that we had at the gates. We were trying to clear out some bandits. And it was horrible. We
Yeah,
had
we
a
almost
fight
got
at the
TPK'd.
gates of the city. A bunch of people went down. I had like 1 HP, and I'm right next to all these bandits.
1 HP in a dream.
It was terrible.
I still find the fact that we weren't supposed to fight the Black Dragon.
Oh yeah.
I still find it to be the
Well-
funniest thing. And we still
You went straight there with the hammer, so he's all like, okay. And
I'm-
fucking Nox wasn't there. I was like, oh god.
I'm still upset I missed it because I'm like, oh, let me go do my my side quest thing where I try and figure out where my parents are
Well,
and what's going on.
hey,
the-
I
with the
missed your
Thieves
guys'
Guild.
your guys' fight with the lonely or whatever.
Oh.
I missed that because
Yeah.
I was on my side quest.
Lonely. Hold up, I don't remember.
It was-
Weird fucker with the hooks and
It was the
chains.
boss.
Oh,
of that
no, the thing-
horrible-
You mean the thing that grabbed me? God,
Yes.
freaking- It was like, okay, it's like a Resident Evil cinematic. Like the door was
Entirely.
closed. I go to listen at the door, and it grabs me through the door and pulls me into the darkness. Like
There's literally a thing of nightmares.
I went through so much freaking crap as a rogue.
Oh yeah, I missed that session because I was off doing my thing,
Yeah.
which went really well. A lot better than your guys' did.
Oh, good.
Be right back. I need to grab a drink.
That campaign had so much shit going
It was
In-
great.
tits up.
That's the best part though.
The fact that group that nearly died every time they went into a fight with something, became guys, is stupidly amazing.
What do you mean? We did die some of the fights we went into some things.
Yeah.
I will never ever forget Chara sending the Narzagon after Rayshawn.
Oh yeah.
That was
Guess who else
fucking
won't
brutal.
forget that? Me.
That was so brutal. I felt so bad. I
Ugh.
felt so bad doing that. I was
We
We
used our
used
wish
the
potion.
wish potion.
Okay, so we
Ugh.
had gotten a wish potion earlier, like a good amount earlier, and we weren't gonna use it for anything. Like maybe just like we are gonna go to Big Bad, and just wish him away or something, you know.
Something
And
most parties do.
and we'll. So this is a really long story. Okay, so in a side quest we were doing, we stumbled upon a succubus who had charmed everyone in the party
I think
So-
one person resisted.
for like a round, and then we just
Yeah.
got stuck for months under a spell.
It was fucking bullshit.
It was
And anyway, the
bad.
succubus's name was Chara,
Fuck that
and
bitch.
she showed it up for the rest of the campaign because she was supposed to be just a side character apparently, but she then became a main character.
You became like the
They went-
Worst villain.
They were looking for like a job to do because they didn't have anything to do at that time. So I just rolled up a little thing, basically just a thing to do. And it was a succubus has been fucking with a crew.
And so she got away with information about everyone in the group. And she shows up later on sieging the same city that we had found her in. I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
And-
had made Rayshawn believe she was going after Fell City.
And
So when
I
we-
spent 3 days awake,
Mm-hmm.
suffering all that exhaustion on our way to her
So-
not being
I'm
there.
pretty sure I had cast Calm Emotion on you like 3 times.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is what happened too.
We
I
had
think
gotten
it only lasted
to Fel City, found out that nothing was going on there. What is the guy's name? He's on the tip of my tongue.
Trolley?
Later. Trolley, yeah. He gave me a ship. We flew back to Crestridge.
On the upside, on the way there, without us taking that trip to Fell City, there would be no Silver Dragon.
Granted,
yeah.
Oh my god, that's when Argent shows up. I forgot.
Yep.
Fuck.
I remember when I first thought of the name Argent, I was like, oh shit, this is kind of edgy, but I like it. This is literally, what is it? Latin for silver.
Continue, Kiwi.
So we get to the city. It's being sieged by demons because the king made a deal with the demons, and in the middle of us trying to get to the king, freaking Chara shows up with her freaking homies, and Rayshawn gets freaking gutted and sent to the like Netherverse or whatever.
You went
No,
to
to
You went to
hell.
the
At,
River
I,
Styx.
You went straight to hell.
I was turned into like a lesser demon to be like tortured for eternity.
Yeah.
So we immediately like freaking we wished him back. And did we even kill that thing that killed him in the
You
first
killed
place?
the Narzagon, yeah.
Okay, we killed the Narzagon.
Wonderful.
But when we like took shelter in a freaking burning building, and there's like freaking giants and huge freaking demons stomping around near us, and Rayshawn just goes, you know what? I'm out, and just freaking disappears into the space void.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
That's not exactly what happened. That's what happened.
Okay, and so like we were like, well, frick, you know, we can't do anything about that. So we like go to the king, and as we're in the middle of fighting the king, Charlie shows up and acts super cool and fighting with us. And then Rayshawn shows up looking way older and like, you know, like the difference between season 1 character and season 7 character. Like he looked like he leveled up like 10 times.
There was also another Narzagon there, if you
Yeah.
remember.
And so
Yep.
when Charlie and the freaking new cooler Rayshawn shows up, they wreck the Narzagon, and then they be going and fight Chara, and then Rayshawn gets the last hit on Chara and does this like really cool like revenge thing, and it was amazing.
I remember when the whole Rayshawn had his soul separated dealio. I had the potion of wish on me, and
No, it was on me.
right, because you tried to steal it from me, and I caught you, and then we made
Yes.
a deal that we wouldn't tell no one.
Come on down here.
Because you were the most likely to go down. Little did I know.
Yeah,
forgot about that.
And not to mention freaking like oh no, I can't remember his name. The guy who kept dying and we kept reviving him in different ways.
Guru who
Joe.
played
Yes,
Yeah.
Guru.
Joe Doe.
Okay.
Human
Joe.
barbarian.
Yeah.
The human barbarian that turned into a dragonborn.
Oh
Jeez,
yeah,
that
the
was
reincarnation
insane.
spell. That's right.
So
Mhm.
he died, we revived him, and then he freaking died and it exploded, and then we revived him in a new way, which turned into a dragonborn, and then he freaking died. And like, he got
Turned
bit by a
into a
werewolf,
werewolf.
turned into a werewolf. I also got bit,
Jesus.
kind of turned into a werewolf. It's kind of weird.
It
And
was-
also, I was totally with turning into a changeling werewolf because you don't understand. That's freaking amazing, in my opinion. Like, yes, it might cause some problems along the way, but hey, I was willing to deal with it.
Oh man,
So
So
he
much
gets
shit.
so many stories.
he gets turned into a werewolf, runs off, and we can't deal with it because we're on a mission to go fight the big bad.
Also, they fucking
timed.
hurt.
Yeah, it's timed, and we can't deal with it, so we just have to leave him. And that's around when Guru decided, you know what, I can't even be a part of this campaign anymore. I just keep freaking dying.
Actually, he stopped because his internet was too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his internet was
We could
terrible.
never
Well,
understand
yeah.
him. He could never understand us.
Yeah.
But
So
we got Joe back.
yeah.
Guys,
We-
are we done for the night? Or I don't want to be rude, but like I'm gonna go spend time with my kid if this is gonna.
Oh, yeah.
I will say that because the session's going to end in 45 minutes anyway, we can go ahead and like call it here because of how short the session is.
Also,
and
since
how
Dan left as well.
we can
Oh.
call it here.
Yeah, I mean I don't want to be that person. It's just like I don't mind that you guys. It's just
Yeah, I understand.
No, it's
sitting
fair.
here for like 20
Like,
minutes.
if we're gonna
Fair.
reminisce,
If we're gonna
that's-
play.
if we're
Yeah.
gonna play, if we're gonna reminisce, then the people who have other shit to do should be able to go do that.
I am so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just I was waiting and then like it didn't wrap up, so I was gonna ask like because my kid's going to
And-
bed soon and my husband's leaving in the morning for the week, so
It's
oh,
cool.
Yeah. Go spend time with your family.
that's all. If we sit here for another 25 minutes, I'm gonna be kind of annoyed. So
It's all
So
good. We can call
we're
it here.
calling it there then. That's
Yeah.
cool. All right. All right. Later, guys.
Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later.